NRG with fracture. Map number 1 is bind with NRG on attack. Map number 2 is
halo teman-teman, selamat pagi semua. Halo, selamat pagi guys. Ini gue ngantuk banget, Cok. Gue ketiduran, Cok, sejam tadi, Cok.
Gerak.
I'm so sleepy, guys. Ini sarapan sebenarnya enak nih, guys. Sarapan buriam, nggak sih buriam? ZETA Division. Halo Yam, halo teman-teman, selamat pagi ya. Baju sama warnanya, kenapa nggak pakai warna beda ya? Halo Patrick.
ZETA have been put through the gauntlet in Champions 2023, having to face off against Fnatic, now needing to go up against one of the best from the Americas region. But that is a question on everyone's mind. Is NRG still one of the best in the Americas region? We're going to find out.
Sarapan nasi padang, Bang. Goyang nasi padang, goyang nasi padang.
You go down to the lower bracket. They're always good here.
Kedengeran suaranya aja. Hah? Oh iya, sorry.
They have history. They
Sorry guys. Pakai dari match pertama, kurang seru kayaknya, guys.
And in the last tournament of the year, ZETA desperately want to recapture that.
I'm not gonna lie, Mimi. I feel like they have something up their sleeve right now. They were giggling when they picked Bind.
And they're picking Bind against NRG.
Wouldn't that be funny if we beat NRG on Bind and Haven?
For context, they're two best maps, one of which picked into by ZETA, which we haven't
Indah ke
seen
suspend,
from them.
Bang. Emang iya, guys. Suspend bisa aju banding katanya.
This is a map that I think personally they are very, very good on. I've practiced against them on Bind in the past.
Lapar, Cok,
They have a
anjing,
lot
makan
of
apa ya?
set plays in the past. They're running double duelist. It wouldn't shock me if they were running double duelist here on Bind.
Should I eat, guys? Should I eat?
That NRG just isn't familiar with, but like you
said, siapa Bang? ZETA lah, bro. Pacific, dukung Pacific, guys.
At the beginning of the day, there was a 90% chance we would get a finesse masterclass, and if there was two maps to get it, it would be Bind and Haven. This guy is so good at calling on these maps.
What is blood cooking? That's what I want to know on the ZETA side. I'm genuinely curious because when we saw the series layout come in, we were just like staggered, honestly. And even then though, if it goes to split, there even is an opportunity here for ZETA to close it.
Bang, aku mau sholat dulu, Bang. Iya, semangat Ismail ya.
Like it's unrealistic because honestly here at VCT,
dua-dualis bro, ZETA bro. Bye.
I mean, Prime Gaming Agent Select, they're playing Neon Rays into NRG's best map.
Artist locking in the chamber. Let's go. This is a comp that I am familiar playing against ZETA Division. I'm telling you, these double duelists run it down, and it is terrifying. It is absolutely terrifying.
Pakai topi tuh. Pakai topi lah. Ini guys, kelas nih anjay.
Team is not hitting shots. They will flood the sites and they will win this game. I'm telling you that.
But NRG is so comfortable.
Kenapa kalau duelis biasanya nggak bawa sentinel, Bang? Karena ya mereka korbanin sentinelnya buat jadi duelis, yo.
And if you remember yesterday, ZETA didn't get a single first kill with their double duelist comp against Fnatic on their defensive side. That needs to change if ZETA wants to make another run happen for Japan.
Pressure is on for both of these teams as we get ready to jump into this game. It's going to be ZETA Division from the Pacific
region. Kalau pakai topi auto lah, si Kevin masih ada anjing. Gue lapar lagi, Cok. Mana nih, lapar nih gue.
That this team will be able to pull it off on Bind. Let's see if it all comes to fruition and send it over to your casters.
Sampai game selesai, yoi. Belum makan tapi lapar, Cok. Kenapa ya?
Benjamin and the Egg, lovely little fairy tale story as well. You can read it to your beds as a kid. But
are we getting a fairy tale story today?
Are we going to get that fairy tale story? The miracle run of ZETA Division, honestly. This is a revenge match that has been almost 2 years.
Harusnya makan bami sih, guys, pagi-pagi enak, coy.
Versus this NRG core. The miracle run was ended all the way back Reykjavik
MC jam segini. Ini kan udah mau sarapan, coy. Jam 5 udah pada buka kali bami ya nggak sih?
We heard it in the pieces earlier as well. They were playing right at the beginning of the day. Crow was saying, we want that revenge against NRG.
Apa sih namanya ya? Gue lupa deh.
The core of this team that denied us that chance at Reykjavik to make history.
And this is in a very different position. This is to be eliminated from the tournament entirely. So a very different situation. But I can't help but think, even when ZETA were at their best, they weren't able to take a map away.
Masih lapar banyak segini. Kalau makannya cuma sekali sering banget sih.
Sean is very high on the game plans that he's seen from
Apa yang
Zeta
pecah
Division
lele
with their double
KFC
duelists.
ya?
We've
Masa
seen the
KFC
competition
mulu
playing
anjing,
in
males banget
quite a
kebab,
while,
banyak
and it
kebab
looks like
paling.
there's sand aggression here.
Yeah,
Boh.
already just walking out here for Zeta
Boh.
Division. Victor.
Gila, langsung
taken
headshot
out,
bro
clean
pagi-pagi
kill,
bro.
Not too much damage done on the Ivy side, and instantly a smoke drop down.
And
Cover the retreat.
immediately the narrative shifts. Zeta have managed to pick up a first kill on their defense side. And when NRG were playing that fateful split game where they ended up losing to Billy, both of the duelists, Victor and Ardis, they went 2 and 8 combined in those first duels on their attack side. So that was a
Nasi uduk
massive
lawan
problem for them.
opor
One of the biggest
ayam.
reasons why they got upset on that map and in that series. I don't mean to overreact, but it started already with the first kill in the pistol.
And you got to think that Zeta's got something up their sleeves, picking bind. Mimi mentioned it. The desk was talking about it, giggling from Junior.
And Laz as well.
Yeah, Laz as well, with the pick.
Just having a cackle.
Here's the hit
Oh
coming
gila,
through,
Dep panas cok, Dep panas cok.
Played inside, Dep just making sure to cover those angles towards the back of it still as well. Finesse
Gila si
trying to
Dep,
work his
cok.
way around. That is snappy from Dep.
Zeta nih kayaknya bisa guys.
Those smokes, I mean, ended up helping the Zeta players so much, dipping in and out there to be able to clean things up in the 5v4.
Oh nggak tidur banget, gue tidur 1 jam guys. Gue tadi ketiduran sebentar. Bangun-bangun kayak aduh, apakah gue harus watch party? Gue pikir begitu ya. Kalau gue ninja kalian ntar marah sama gue guys. Sambil gue tadi ninja guys.
That NRG were rushing, one of the details that was missing when they lost to Billy on split is that their duelists at the time, Victor and Ardis, are expected to just get space for free or get space based off utility. Like Sand, for example, there. You see the trade
Goyang nasi padang.
Victor starts walking up, gets caught in transition. These peaks that come.
Terus tim doang pusing bang. Kalau tidur cepet mah nggak apa-apa. Pasti bilang itu apa sih power nap.
Popped up on the box there using the util. First signs of life through the choke point, but
Ada partner kasihan hari ini bang. Iya nih.
We were making if you're looking at 2 maps to expect a finesse masterclass, it would be Bind and Haven. You know, the calling style of NRG, they love to do a lot of fakes with those maps, especially on Bind. You start to see the TPs being used here, but with Zeta picking it into them, you gotta think they've got something up their sleeves, and the proactivity that we've already witnessed has been quite good.
Ardis would be the danger player if there was one with 3 bullets in the head. Hunter, nobody's going to give him a peek. So NRG grouping up towards the weaker side of Zeta, but still the weaponry so good.
Pagi Will. Sairo udah reject tuh bangun, udah reject tuh. Reject udah bangun, gue belum tidur guys ya.
Spectres in sight. Sugar Zero and Crow should be able to hold
That's
this
very
off.
good, yeah. The molly from Sugar Zero has done an excellent job here. Are you really going to rotate here?
Belum cukuran nih gue, tebal banget guys. Aduh.
Spotted out, Ardis pushed off of it. Thought he had some space.
Ardis sudah main chamber, berarti bakal OP guys, fokus guys.
They're going to be flooding right into this. Zen doesn't have a nade. So going to be able to use that one to deny the plan over the top of the box. Seeing that angle, lovely shot. And rattled with the classics. Plan is theirs.
What a whiff. I mean, that is unfortunate there. The 2 Zeta players falling in spots where they easily could
Dikasih vandal anjir.
NRG have a massive chance of being able to clean this up, but it's still only Victor with a rifle.
Doubled up though. Stun, that's a connection onto Sugar Zero. No one wants to push. Take that ground off of it, tripled up. Damage definitely done towards him. Final player spotted out. Dep. He's got so much more to do here. Crashes weak, will fall.
There goes
shot
the gun.
there. Upgrade obtained, but this crossfire setup should be surely a slam dunk already. Skipping over towards the side, forcing out. He spotted the 2 players, knows roughly where they are, but there's only 6 bullets left. He's going to force a clean fight. 2 classics, but again, time is against him, and it's being bought and purchased with finesse, paying for it with his life. He's won them the round.
Thrifty nggak tuh cok?
It's going to be that MasterCard Thrifty.
What a flip around compared to NRG when they played against Billy, and they themselves
mahal banget drone-nya, cok.
and threw away the second. NRG were very diligent there in terms of rotating around, looking for their opening, and eventually found it with that shot.
Lagi si Ten guys,
using a headhunter bullet to take down Laz, perched up in heaven. And not just that, snowballing instantly.
Bonus kalau kalah. Ini sebenarnya kalau kalah rugi banget coy.
Posted around showers.
Nunggu jam 5 nanti jadi murah ongkirnya.
Spiraling into the opposite direction. And a strange clash down short. Dep with a hero rifle.
Yeah, exactly. Potential. Serious potential.
Sebaiknya enaknya makan apa? Enaknya makan tuh yang hangat pagi-pagi nggak sih? Bubur, mie ayam gitu enak kali mie ayam.
I feel again, you know, it's very common for teams to go for some kind of eco push down short, and Ardis is relying on the fact that he's got his rendezvous, believing in his reaction times to help him escape from any level of danger. Gets caught. Could that be the opening that ZETA need in order to win another very unlikely thrifty round?
Calling a stack.
Maaf
Play
Dajjal.
with a rifle, which is Deppy's to just hold down A, which is where most of NRG are grouped. So
Bubur yang lewat ada nggak ya jam segini ya? Bubur lewatnya takutnya nggak ada guys. Ada sih.
William Chin udah rugi 20
Pagi-pagi nasi kuning pengen sih, cuman belum buka takutnya. Gue tuh beberapa tuh ada yang jualan, tapi nggak ada nggak ada online nya guys, harus beli, harus jalan.
Crashies isn't the one with the spike. He's just holding
Ada di komplek mau banyak cok, bubur Wing Heng kok. Ya Wing Heng kok nggak enak buburnya trik, anjing. Polos. Mie ayam sih, mie ayam babi banyak sih sini.
Now rotations abound here for ZETA Division. Not there with a fight. Trailblazer into the corner. The stun connects and eventually allows for that clean-up kill onto Finesse. The teleport rotation. Side on the either side. Follow around. That's a spike drop down. Hot on the heels. Victor does regain it. The time it's of the essence. 10 seconds. Has to use the satchels to get in and plant inside. But it's a 1 versus 3. And just like that. And the economical disadvantage does not matter. Oke.
Minyak lumayan enak. Minyak gue udah makan sih kurang. Dibalikin balik guys ya. Di-eco-it terus di-eco-it juga guys ya. Eco balas eco coy anjir. Ini gunting bulu hidung gue masih gue pengen gunting bulu hidung deh kayaknya seru nih.
Speaking of which, I mean if you want a value round, this is it. It's Depp's position that ends up being the dagger in the back. I know it's still a 4v5 at that point, right? And NRG had already lost Ardis, but to me, the fact that there wasn't anybody covering,
mie yamin beda kah? Beda. Mie babi tuh kayak mie ayam, cuman dia lebih gurih karena babi.
That's too much work for Crashies to do supporting someone the plant. He needs help.
Depp on a heater purchase for the operator. He's holding this hookah bush. NRG, they have been contacting quite a bit. I do like the purchase. Nice way to shut it down. Onto the angled out crow. Might be about to absolutely feed or famine.
Nah, sayang banget cuma ke satu rugi dia dikasih senjata.
Like a modest snack,
yeah,
not necessarily a feast or a famine.
Exactly, it's somewhere in the middle. But they're not rushing into it. NRG stopping the push. They get that pick, waiting it out.
It's a nice smoke there as well. Allows them to retrieve the rifle. Crashies is wondering about any level of spam, but seems to have avoided it from Sugar Zero just for the moment. Depp hasn't given away, as far as I'm aware, that he's opping from here, and here comes the push.
There's a smoke drop down, overdrive close to the corner here. You got to try and do something about this one.
Ya.
It's the high-low.
Masa ditukar-tukar trivia terus sih anjir?
Now for the plant. Will go down. Nade sailing right over the top. Any damage done? Doesn't look like it.
Surely not another thrifty, though. I mean, NRG is set up to win it.
Som's earned his ult. Only that, the weapons as well, holding onto Tube. Snakebite actually rebounding close. I think that was meant to go inside Tube. 10 clearing, but Som surely hits this one. Yeah. Right into the sight lines. It's good for it. And NRG on the cusp. But have to be magic from Laz. Will he perform it? Here we go. Shot misses. Knows where Som is roughly, but it's covered by Ardis. Swinging to the side.
Apaan sih ini? Apa sih game apa sih ini?
The card. Thrifty.
I mean, if you're new to Valorant, if you're tuning in to Champions as the big event at the end of the year, normally having the rifles and the better weaponry does give you an advantage.
Yep, it should.
Don't go into your ranked games with only pistols expecting this level of success. But the methodical nature from these teams and the openings that they're being given by their opponents.
Yeah.
I mean, on top of all of this, Depp went for an operator in that round, was tuck cubby and couldn't deal with the hookah flood, and now he's kind of harmed his own economy. In theory, this could be a round where ZETA are able to purchase. It might
Thrifty win. Iya coy, yang nggak beli malah lu eko lu punya kuasa, kocak.
Depp now doesn't have the funds because he purchased an operator.
Yeah.
So it's going to be a really odd kind of half buy.
Lu bertanya sama gue ya.
ZETA that's still got some weaponry.
It is a strange one. I mean, you can go for a bit of a purchase with the weapons. Probably what they're talking about now with this timeout. And they have earned some ults. Same on the other side as well. And there's the orbital strike and showstopper for ZETA Division. Maybe they can get back on the right track with this one. But
Kenapa ya?
the timeout ending.
Bisa abis ini gue tidur, jadi gue makanya nggak mau berat-berat.
Abound here. Just
And we're going to see as the coaches evacuate. Whether one of these teams can try and materialize. I've liked the way that NRG have been peaking together. You know, their dropout of Hookah low.
Nasduk termasuk berat ya sih, bro?
As well, trading off each other really effectively with the ZETA are going to have to be a little cautious about that if their game plan is to post people up and try and take duels at early corners.
Now buying into it though. Got to the rifle, flash through the smoke. Anti-flash played by Crashies, so it didn't connect. Might give them a bit of false information, but really slow going. NRG.
On top of that, take a look at the ZETA buy. It's kind of all over the place.
It is, yeah.
It is, I guess, a force because a bunch of these players are not going to be able to buy for the next round. But you've still got a Judge and a Sheriff in there. Sugar Zero is holding this.
Who's contact?
I would assume this is off. Crashy is actually using the Trailblazer, is what I would expect.
Oh, is it going to be used? No way. Victor shut down. Showstopper. 0 value gain. That's a -8.
Alright, gila Artis pakai OP nih guys ya.
Has lurked his way up through into short, onto this angle, but a lot of sightlines to look out for, even with the operator.
There's no fast reaction from NRG based off the fact that they were stacking over towards B long.
Lad sees it surely. The jump spot.
Now he's
Serious danger. Does reposition though. Yep, 10 close to the corner here. Judge in his hands.
How does that kill?
And now the showstopper brought down. It's collected back to back in the round. A South Laz through the smoke. It's got to be watched for. Crashies is there. Spots it with the gun. Just poking out. 20 seconds left. Orbital strike with another tap to try and bait this one out. They thought it was toward triple. Doesn't catch onto anything at all. Still buys time and a bit of confusion into the mix. Depths behind them. Putting the squeeze on. Finesse moving forwards, but he is spotted. Crow got his sights on ZETA. Winning that one out, even with the dodgy buy.
Big play through the smokes there too. NRG have really struggled when hitting the A site to control these pushes from ZETA. They're getting stuck on site, getting pushed through a smoke.
Gue harus makan sih guys. Aku lapar! Aku lapar!
Every round has gone to the team with the weaker buy. And we see once more, you know, one of those entry players just getting caught out. It's Victor.
Nasi uduk enak, tapi gue mau diet hari ini. Aduh, serba salah kok.
Misreading the situation, I would say, in that spot. Not considering that
Aja tolong kita pakai stok buah aja bang, ngemis sebelum tidur. Gue malas nyari ke bawah sih. Sebenarnya mungkin ada buah, cuman gue tuh kalau udah lapar gini pengennya makan sih. Hari ini gue soalnya cheat day, gue makannya bebas. Gue gak makan dada ayam hari ini guys. Karena Kak Keren libur tadi guys ya.
Both teams determined to claw their way back into this by force buying themselves to oblivion.
Sekitarmu ada jajanan, ada ketoprak, ada sate, ada Taiti dan si bebek, warung Sri Rahayu. Kalau bubur biasa sih lewat sih, cuman nih berapa gue nggak tahu di jam 6 sih dia lewat. Toprak sih pagi-pagi, aduh. Apa ya cok? Gila ZETA lagi panas nih, enak nih ZETA lagi panas guys. Kayak menang nih ZETA guys.
Dropping down, making a footstep, and now forced to save. I mean, operator, $200.
These smokes are not deterring ZETA. In fact, they're helping them. The double smokes
kayak menang nih ZETA nih, lagi panas cok. Gue ada tukang bubur yang lewat kayak mesti jam 6 tapi lewatnya. Gue harus dengerin nih kayak suaranya. Dia kalau lewat kayak bubur gitu. Tapi hari Minggu, hari Sabtu ya, lewatnya ya.
Just doesn't seem likely.
He's getting flanked as well. Yeah. He's going to have to be cautious because Dep's coming around towards the bottom of B long. And at this point, when there's 10 seconds left, you really can't afford to be losing the op.
More left though. Does have the TP for safety. We'll take it. Back out of there. Will they hunt him?
Look. Both duelists were thinking about it just for a moment, but they're going to allow Artist to take his consolation prize into the next. NRG's buy not looking good. No real opportunity to force up around this.
Jadi udah pasti buka bang, buka sih. Cuman kalau tukang bubur yang lewat, enak gua tinggal bawa piring doang ke bawah. Bayar udah tadi guys. Kalau misalnya delivery lama sampainya nanti.
Towards, like I said, connecting kind of the bottom of hookah over towards like the elbow position. And whenever ZETA have a player that's in garden or looking towards B long,
Zeta looking good guys
to
ya.
find timings on the NRG players as they go for a plant or as they clear back site. This is actually harming NRG more because Zeta are not deterred. They're just pushing through and finding timings. NRG would benefit
berapa
more
biasanya
from
you
having
beli?
the
Kalau
vision
pagi-pagi
to know
sih
that the area was clear. And remember back to just the round before this one, they also got punished by Zeta pushing through smokes on A.
biasa sih pagi-pagi dia jam 6-an sih harusnya. Dia lewat terus gue beli biasa 12.000 apa ya? 15.000, 12.000, 13.000 deh. 12.000 kayak. 12.000 cok, bubur-bubur yang lewat, yang pakai motor tau gak sih?
And he's out, and now it's just down to the players to figure things out on their own.
100 tif tapi bajunya anjir.
Right now, Zeta Division leading 4-2. It's their map pick a bind, which is unusual enough. We already made mention of that.
Di forum gua 6.000 aja bang, 6.000 anjir.
The calling style really fits to the bill, I think, of how they like to play as a team. But we'll be jumping back into this one momentarily. Baron is about to fall. And the money, yeah, not looking too good. Of course, that operator that Artis was able to save.
Bubur bayi kali itu 6.000, kayaknya anjing 6.000 gimana caranya babi.
Saving can just be a curse as well, because you feel like you can't really make any plays.
Indomie jangan sih berat
Gonna
banget.
be taking risks on the half buys.
Bubur ayam yang online, saya online juga ada sih bubur ayam yang pakai kari. Yang ini nggak pakai kari.
It's a deep flank as well. Zeta are not messing around. And how unusual is this? On top of the fact, I mean, they're up against weaker weapons. Timing is missed. Victor was holding this angle. There's a trademark there.
Surely you don't break this and try and force the fight, though. On an anti-eco, this is already so much danger for the Zeta players. They could have got caught.
Much potential to just give away weapons. But it gives so much information as well to the anchoring players over towards A. Towards the back, they got to know that they're corralled and kept.
Udah tahu mereka dapat info guys. Udah pasti ada hit nih. Nggak mungkin B soalnya.
No clue that this is happening. They're trusting in the trademark. Victor's gonna look behind and doesn't quite spot it. No, he's focused towards market rather than this tucked position.
Yep, unaware of the timing. This one, here we go. It's gonna be dropped down with the satchels to get through here. Sugar Zero, he's got a line up for the molly, denying the default plant spot.
Trailblazer though, they're gonna realize there's someone fast behind.
Oh yeah, now they are certainly. But time,
Yes, dapat
again,
dua.
this is running so damn short. They've cut it all the way down, and that fast flank as well. All the information was theirs. Zeta playing this one perfectly. Has to be a miracle opening. Maybe Victor can do so, but the spike still dropped down. No one's retrieved this one. Into Showers looking towards the side of the smoke.
Nice one.
Expects nothing. Nothing at all. Vanessa over the top
Nice
as well.
banget,
Will
Cok.
be brought down. And traded 5-2. I cannot believe the cojones.
Zeta kencang nih guys, lagi kencang Zeta guys. NRG nomor 2 Amerika, seriusan. Seriusan ini nomor 2 Amerika, Cok. Nomor satunya EG, duanya NRG. Are you sure nomor 2 Amerika begini guys?
But with that trademark having to be closer to where the chamber is playing, it does offer you opportunities
Ya,
to
gini.
get really quite deep, a lot further than you would in prior metas. It's not a disaster just yet for NRG though. That was a bit of a half buy. They're coming in here with the rifle round. But this has got to be a conversion if NRG want to stop.
Oh sesuai Master Tokyo ya? Oh, oke.
Satchel play with a flash. Controller Showers with no orb gain. So Crashies, he's got his Seekers. Does force out the pit almost instantly. A lot of util. Expended some shots as well. Rattled through, hoping for an easy kill, but that's still healthy.
Crashies has Trailblazer, has Seekers. There are tools here from the
Si Ten
side.
low, 30
Put a lot of
HP-nya.
pressure on lads.
And the crazy thing is as well, I mean, Showers control given up. Zeta moving off and away from the side actually for a heal, so they've given up control of that. But the timing's not taken. Now the Trailblazer. So all of this one broken pretty early.
And nobody really spamming off the
Megang mana bang? Map 1 bang, megang Zeta lah. Zeta mainnya lagi panas banget cok, gua ngeliatnya sih.
It was dropped down in Showers.
It looks like they don't want any piece of it. They have pulled 3 players over towards A and put a
Pas
little
mainnya
bit of
slow gini kenapa ya?
But now they're going to have to try and get through Dep, who's once more holding.
Amerika mulai niru-niru apa EMEA nih, mainnya slow gini guys.
Disaster with the amount of time.
Bikin ngantuk guys.
I mean, NRG have not been getting the openings they want. They've really just been in a
30
chokehold.
Oh,
Dep
look at the
close,
rotate.
off angle, calling for the rotate. Now util in their hands. Stuns. Lay it down onto the floor to safety. Many numbers
Tuh
as well.
enaknya Neon tuh gitu guys. Abis lu nge-kill 1 atau 2 bisa kabur ya.
In their play, although as I say that Dep, that is cheeky. out of the smoke, but no opportunity for play here for NRG. You just got to back away and save your guns once more. NRG, they cannot get anything done.
They really can't. There's no opportunity to open a pick. They're slow. It's been difficult for them to find openings. I feel like in the past we would have seen NRG very decisively try to deal with
First game, first time NRG nggak lolos grup kayaknya iya deh.
And instead it feels like
Kayaknya sih ya guys. Ini dari ini NRG turu banget coy, lihat dah. Dan top frag pesawat anjir.
And if you'll forgive me for being a bit poetic, this year I feel like NRG remind me of they're like an artist that gets a little older, and then they're trying to recreate the masterpieces and find that flow state of their youth. all the familiar lines are there, you know, all of
Artis nggak perform ya kan?
solid, but the magic and all of the brush strokes is just gone, and it leaves the overall effect dull.
Lupa beli aja guys ya, aduh lapar banget coy anjing.
Separates a great painting from a work of art. It's just not there right now.
Gue beli snack sehat itu belum datang lagi yang dari TikTok Shop itu.
We know how much it means to them as well. They want a chance. Gotta remember, elimination game. Nade into the corner. Sugar Zero is blinded, but does use the TP to evacuate. He might be in trouble. Chance for a pincer, but no, it just gives up
Ini perut gue kayak udah bunyi gitu, kayak nih gitu loh.
Of course, they know that one of them had to take the TP. Seekers used, and now Crashy should have some.
Tersuit kah? Bukan. Snack sehat itu yang apa sih?
Not too sure actually. Just faking us out, I think. Doesn't look like they are being used. Orbital strike into the back. Some using that to try and clear out. They didn't really get the answer.
Di order aja lah, kalau order takutnya nggak enak.
The potential's there, yeah, not anticipating it. So Laz is brought down. Showers. Control there, the snakebite have to skip over towards it. This time, front section of the site is going to be there.
Wah gila. Gila Artis, boleh-boleh nih.
Slow field, drop down as well. It's going to make it difficult for ZETA to really push forwards now. Using the Trailblazer, another shot, rattle, Stu. I mean, two still in the chamber. Artis bringing them all down. They're calling for it. Artis is hunting for it.
Aku tuh ZETA ini ngecok kok meskipun panas di awal. Emang iya? Enggak lah, bisa lah. Dia dua-duanya soalnya.
This one into the corner. Artis is down. Damage done to Dep though, and time starting to hear it tick. Not a chance really with it. Crashes can play inside. First point of contact. Crow just hoping to take away the guns as well. Maybe the zone will not get that. So,
talking about keeping weaponry though. NRG had a chance of being able to get out earlier than that.
Ini menang gara-gara Artis roundnya guys ya. Gara-gara Artis tiba-tiba step up ya, dapat 3 cok. Dari OP-nya itu ya.
Familiar in terms of NRG finding those nice positions, making sure that they get that plant, the pit down towards lamps. That is a finesse classic.
Aku lapar sekali.
You know, with that as the pivot point for how they want to play those situations. Also managing to get good value out of the tour de force. Despite the fact that Victor lost the duel. ZETA is still in the driving seat here. We're going to go into a bit of a tech pause. I am very confused what happened with the Seekers. Yeah. I'm not going to lie to you, Brent.
Yeah, I mean, that just broke my brain.
Someone had somebody's trail.
Yeah, it was going
on. But I'm not sure who.
I was like, wait a second, Old's still online. Yeah, not too sure, but...
Still, this is a tough spot for NRG to be in.
But the difference
makes siapa, Cok?
You're seeing the general game plan of Artis being at the late
Iya, soalnya menurut gue juga kayaknya Iya sekarang udah turun deh.
One other area of the map.
Ya udah nggak kelihatan lagi guys namanya Iya, Cok. Atau kenapa ya?
Here in the rotations, pushing up and
Bengkai rehat bang, iya rehat jadi apa sih? Masih di Paperrex cuma masih apa? Sementara masih posisinya tuh kayak masih rehat gitu loh guys.
But in that instance, they did have a lot of time to work with.
They also navigated the early round fairly well. You saw ZETA going for a play where they tucked a player towards that B-long teleport. And that's a spot that
Super shy, not a minute, make your mind.
Immediately, as well as using the Trailblazer to take B-long, like off the rip. So that contributes to taking map control super early and also pushing people to the other side of the map. What are we spotting out there?
Paid actor, yeah.
Wait, you're getting paid for this?
Anything else? What is that?
Rehat itu mau diganti atau apa kok? Rehat itu ya untungannya udah diganti gak sih? Trik udah diganti dia sama Cigares posisinya sekarang.
There've been some good ones. I have liked it. The creativity is always good.
Freeze frame. We'll be finding out what the issue is shortly as well.
Oh ini tech pause anjing. Ya elah tech pause lagi lama, Cok.
I wouldn't like you to do
You
that.
don't want me to guess and speculate?
Wouldn't like you to do that, to be honest.
Ini konten creator oke nggak sih bang? Tergantung BNK-nya mau apa enggak. Konten creator tuh beda sama pro player guys.
You heard it from Sean, 90% chance of a finesse masterclass today. Especially when you consider the map pool is Bind and Haven. Historically, the two best maps for his calling style.
Oh, yeah.
And the attack side in particular is where he loves to, quite literally, finesse his opponents. So, with the score being 3-6, he's hoping for a large recovery. And ZETA, if they can just keep hammering this home, they'll be set up real pretty and feeling great about the jovial
Kalau misalnya tukang baminya buka, gue pengen sih. Tapi gue kesel banget guys kan tadi kan gue kan beli ini kan ya, apaan gue beli beli Gomart es krim ya guys. Gue beli es krim, beli 3 Magnum, harga 50.000 diskon. Diantar. Gara-gara cuma ada 2, tetap harga 50.000 gara-gara cuma ada 2 terus jadi diskonnya hilang anjing. Bangsat.
I'm saying, well, Laz is playing Chamber. Of course, Laz is on Chamber. That's why they want to play Bind. And yet we don't see that at all. They're putting their eggs in a different basket. And it's Dep actually, who's really had a step up since those old runs.
Tapi mau gimana ya? Itu bukan yang nggak dikomplain gara-gara cuma ada 2 dari alfanya, jadi diadjustkan harganya kan, jadi cuma 2. Tapi kuponnya jadi hilang guys, kupon diskonnya kan bangsat ya emang. Cool banget gue tadi guys.
13-5, yeah. He is dominating, and they have a clear idea. I think, as well, I want to take a closer look again at the composition and how ZETA play it when the sides switch around, when they get onto the attack side themselves, because one of the things I have noticed is part of the reason I really do enjoy seeing Laz on the Chamber is he is a lot more proactive, takes a lot more space. He's more active with it on their attack sides, when otherwise, you know, ZETA Division, they're quite static. They don't really do anything on their attack side defaults, but, I mean, starting defense side is good for them.
Yeah, it certainly is. I mean, not that they particularly got the
choice. Atau dimakan enggak? Intinya tuh ada kan ada list itemnya kan. List itemnya misalnya kayak 3 es krim apa. Tiba-tiba jadi 2 karena emang cuma 2 sisanya katanya gitu. Tapi diskon gua kan minimal pakai harus di 40 ribuan kan. Gara-gara jadi 2 jadi nggak jadi 40.000 bangke emang. Kayak personal tadi nggak bang? Enggak, sekarang udah enggak.
But they haven't gone out immediately. The slow start has always been followed by a quick recovery when it comes to this core. And this would be an extraordinarily different situation if they weren't able to make it past ZETA.
Don't show this one. I saw it earlier. I mean, listen, hopefully they're not watching.
Just sneeze on camera or something.
Well, don't do that. But yeah, I mean, the 6-3 lead by ZETA.
Ini apa lagi masalahnya, Cok?
This pause takes a bit of the wind out of themselves too. When you've got a player on the other side like Finesse who's going to be thinking about the way that ZETA have been playing the defense side, and he hasn't had VODs to study, remember?
Gue lapar ya, bro ya.
Now, I was just thinking as well, you know, NRG, I normally think of them as, you know, quite a mentally intact team when they're going for these tournament runs.
Bentar guys, boleh nggak guys? Gue liat dulu guys ke bawah guys. Ada apaan? Bentar ya.
But they're quite ego-driven, I think, in their approach as well. They firmly believe that they're better than all their opponents they're playing against. They, you know, they don't tend to show too much respect, I would say, as well, when it comes to, you know, in the server play. They really do, you know, believe that they are the better team on every given day. And what I saw signs of was just cracks in the mental a little bit in that Billy game in the upset, where especially map 2, kind of just ramming their head against the brick wall, not really changing up the game plans too much, which I thought was a little bit unusual.
Well, here's the other thing too. There's a bit of a smile on Crashy's face there, and you know, if he's having some issues with, you know, the ultimate, as it seems like in round 9, at least they won it. You know, at least the NRG aren't, you know, tilted because something's happened out of their control to take the round away from them.
Yeah.
So, you know, there's silver linings there.
Absolutely, yeah. Well, this problem is going to take a bit longer to sort out, unfortunately, as well. We're going to send it back to the host desk as well. GB, what have you got for us so far?
Well, you know what? I have plenty for you. Actually, Mimi does.
I do. I have a game. Sean, do you guys like fun? Good, me neither. I don't like it at all. But we're gonna do it anyway, because there's a tech pause. I have a simple game here for you guys. It's fan or fraud. We've played this before back in America, but this is a new one. We've got some pretty good signs out there from the fans who have...
Wow.
I don't know what
Are they
this
calling
is.
you a fraud?
I'm not a fraud, guys.
They're calling you a fraud.
No, I'm not a fraud. I'm a fan. I'm a big fan of the
So
game.
you're calling the fan a fraud?
Yeah.
I'm calling
Benkai's the
everyone
fraud
a
there,
fraud.
is what you-
I guess I don't want to call Benkai a fraud. Let's move on and explain the rules. They're simple. I'm going to show you two signs. One of them real from the crowd. Great. One of them completely fabricated and phony. Let's go with the first one, and you guys have to guess which one is real and fake. And audience, you guys can join as well. Let's take a look at this one. We have two. On the left, please don't steal my wife, Potter. And on the right, #1 Potter fan.
Ooh.
I'm going to open it up to you two first. What do you think?
They want us to say that the fan is B and that the fraud is A. That's what they would want us.
That's what they want?
I think I've seen A, so I'm going to say A is the fan.
Okay,
gonna say
I
A.
want to ask you guys in the crowd, do you think A is fake? How about B? All right, it's a pretty good amount of B ones. I can confirm to you now, this is fabricated. I'm not a real fan of the game. #1 Potter fan? It's me, baby. That's me. I love Potter. Please reply to my messages, Christine. Moving on to the next one. Let's pull up the next option here. That was the real one, by the way. I hope she doesn't steal your wife. Let's look at the next sign here and figure out if this one is real or fake.
Boy.
What do you guys think? The left one. That's a lot of
What is
text.
happening there?
I don't know what that one says, guys.
As he went to play, he doesn't even use a monitor. He visualizes the map in detail, recording competitive in his mind. He is okay.
I don't think you did a very good job reading that. What do you think is real or fake?
Oh, I feel bad for whoever wrote A. I just feel bad for
All right,
whether...
you guys are no use. Guys, word jumble. Real? I don't know what that
I'm
means.
going B.
But it real. All right, how about B? Is B real? All right.
It sounds like
A
they're
is
saying
real.
yeah
A
all the
is
time.
definitely
Mimo.
I can confirm to you guys that some poor soul in production had to write all of this, and I'm so sorry to whichever poor soul had to do
Untung
this.
ada juice
What
case.
else does it say?
Oh ya, ini bak suara tadi guys, suara
His
ultis
godlike
kan nih.
perception highlights all enemies within light years. His eyes are closed as his mouse gracefully swerves across the table, making immaculate twitches. As he flicks from head to head, the bullets that escape his gun barrel are surgical, each making a deadly strike in between their opponent's eyes.
Wow, I
Go
hate
Fnatic.
that sign.
I love it. I think it's really good. I think it's artistic. All right, next sign. Pull it up.
She gives it to me.
You can have the sign because you hate it. Let's look at this
Bocil
one.
kah Will? Bocil yang
Is this
berantem.
real? Is this fake? Let's see.
Oh man, I feel like we've been missing. We're 50-50 so far.
Okay,
Ooh.
little bro, Paperrex.
Oh.
Guys in the crowd,
Oh.
is Paperrex fake?
Paperrex is fake.
It's fake. You guys
Paperrex
think
is
it's fake? Okay, how about B? Little bro, fake? People believe in
There's
little
so
bro
many
a little
little
more?
bros now.
Are you aligned?
That I've seen. Yeah, Lil Bro is real.
Little Bro's real?
You think little bro is real?
I'm actually saying that we have some talented artists in our crowd.
do have
I
some
think
good ones.
A is the real one.
We also have some talented artists in production, and I can confirm to you that Paperrex is fake.
Damn
This
it.
was not created by a real fan of the
I
game.
pride myself on being good at these useless games, and I'm failing
You are
dramatically
failing
right
quite
now.
poorly. You
Production
want this
can
sign?
really draw.
It's really nice.
This actually
Yeah,
is
yeah.
quite beautiful.
Yeah, they're about to win the
Better than
tournament.
this, whatever this is.
You guys have actually been doing much better than GB, so congrats to y'all.
You guys are really good at your jobs. Clearly I'm not.
Let's move on. I have one more for you
One
guys
more.
to take a look at. Let's pull this one up. Our two options. Sean, I want you to go first. The cat or the penguin?
I think I've actually seen the penguin in the crowd. I think I've seen it.
So you think that's the fan?
and if
agree.
I haven't seen the penguin, I feel like I'm going crazy.
Shrine
going
is the
B.
penguin
I'm
the
going
fan?
B.
Baru bangun kah bang? Gue tidur baru tadi gue tidur sejam guys. Belum tidur sih sebenarnya.
Like two people?
The cat's pretty fire. I hope the cat's in your hands.
You
I
guys
wanna
are all
keep the cat.
really bad at this game.
No
The
shot.
penguin is fake.
What?
It's fake.
I saw
I
that.
swear
I
I've
saw
seen
someone
that.
with the tactic.
We can recreate things. We have that technology. I also have a future career at Quiznos, it would appear, because I can spin these around pretty well. I don't
At the
know.
rate we're going at, we'll all have a future career at Quiz now.
If this tech buzz keeps going, who knows? This is
Where's
probably
the
the best
other one?
artwork I've ever seen.
Where's the other one?
Yeah.
The other one?
Yeah,
Which
wait,
one?
wait,
#1
this-
Potter fan?
Oh no, so we didn't have the fan.
No,
Oh.
it's just a shot from
No.
the cam.
You think we would rob the audience? Who do you think I am? You think I would go out there and steal candy from a
that's
baby?
That's a nice poster. It's ours now.
It's a nice
What was
poster.
my score at the end there? What? We're 1-3, 1-4, 1-2.
I want you guys to
Baru bangun
decide.
kah,
Yell
Bang?
out a number. I won't be able to hear what it is, but just trust me.
Karena belum tidur guys semua guys.
Zero.
Belum tidur.
That's a pretty good consensus. That's
said zero.
Great consensus,
I will
honestly.
find you and punch you in the neck.
I don't think you can fight a whole crowd. I think you're you're losing that one.
Just neck shots, everyone be okay.
He may know The Rock, but he's not The Rock. You're not him.
He watches a lot of wrestling.
You're not him.
I do know an elbow drop.
Hey, anyways, if the tech pause continues, can you like call up The Rock?
You know what?
Like,
I'll
we
consider it, only if you're nice to me.
Okay.
In any case, though, guys, we apologize, obviously, for this tech pause. Hopefully, you guys had a little bit of fun with us there. We're still going to figure out what the issue is on stage. But for now, though, we actually have something to throw, because, guys, brackets around the world were busted when Billy took down NRG in their opening matchup. So let's go ahead and hear from Finesse and get his take on what went wrong in that matchup.
For starters, we made a lot of mistakes that we don't normally make in scrims and even prior tournaments, where we're just throwing away post plans. We had figured a lot of it out, or at least we thought we had. But today it just felt like a lot of that fell apart. Can't really blame one individual because there was like...
Susah ngatur kalau udah beras bang. Iya emang susah guys. Ini bug apa bang? Aku telat nonton doang jelasin bang. Tadi kayaknya bug ultinya si Sky nggak bisa keluar guys. Biasanya setahu gue pernah kayak gitu sih.
Because you're down by so many versus a team that doesn't have much experience at all.
Ultinya tuh kayak suaranya ada berkali-kali kan karena nggak bisa keluar. Dipencet tuh nggak keluar suaranya guys.
When we played as poorly as we did against BLG, it hurts a lot, and we're very self-critical. So we just kind of look at it and go, okay, like we played badly, they played great. We need to fix these mistakes, and you know, we say way worse things to ourselves than anyone in the social media is going to say to us. So we have much higher expectations of us. I mean, we've been here before 100 different times, and we've consistently proven that we're not out yet. So I think they know at this point that we're not to be, you know, trifled with or put in a position where you can underestimate us, but you can if you want. That's cool too.
Hey, yeah, you know, whatever you
Goyang nasi padang.
Underestimate us, totally can. Well, I tell you what, though, ZETA certainly aren't right now, because they're looking pretty solid in this one. And Sean, you know, I have to think, like, for NRG, it's obviously going to be a bit frustrating for them to be in this position, long delay like this, and also kind of on the receiving end of some of those rounds when they went.
It's good for NRG to get this breather, because the pace that I feel like
Rusuh apa tuh Bangki? Rusuh gimana tuh?
These first bloods, the Thrifties were coming out left and right. I mean, Mastercard's the true winner of that. Those first 9 rounds, I'm not gonna lie.
Hey, well, you know what? Let's pay some more
Apain
bills,
sih
shall we?
rusuh-rusuh guys ya?
We're gonna send it to a quick break. When we come back, hopefully we'll be able to jump back into the action.
Anjir, ini kelar jam berapa pakai lama begini, bro? Astaga, bro. Bro, astaga, bro. Bro, astaga, bro. Burung apa yang suka nolak? Burung kutilang bernyanyi. Bro, kamu lagi pusing ngodingnya, iya sih. Coba mau nge-patch dulu bang. Aduh, kalau nge-patch dulu kan kocak sih. Tuh, haruskah kita pesan makan dan jadi kita tidak menunggu tukang itu lewat? Aku sangat galau, guys. Kita pesan makan dan menunggu tukang itu lewat. Konten Paperrex yang baru emang ada ya? Oh iya, ada. Boleh nggak ya nonton itu guys? Boleh kali ya, sambil nunggu guys. Ini.
Jadi jawara online di momen kemerdekaan bersama Niaga Hoster. Hanya 23.
Anjir keren banget guys. Kayak ini apa kayak apa sih yang kayak
What a seat we're in. What a setting this is.
Wait.
Anjay.
Chat, I haven't slept, chat. I need coffee. If not, we're not gonna get to practice. Like, can you bring me somewhere?
I'm not a avid coffee drinker, but like my manager referenced this spot, so like we're gonna go there and like we'll check it out.
What's it called?
Honestly,
what's it called?
What's it called?
What's it called? Blue bottle.
Blue
actually,
bottle?
I think it's famous actually. I think it's in Tokyo.
I literally have never had it in my life.
Chat kayaknya humble banget bang. Kayaknya sih ya guys ya orang-orang yang kayak baik banget tuh guys.
I'm gonna find out with you.
Coaches get coffee.
I always thought that you didn't understand, like, because I speak really fast and with Singaporean accent. Right? I always thought you didn't understand me.
No, I understand. It's pretty easy. I mean, I've had like players in the past, like in different games, with like accents, so it's easy.
What games? Oh, because Europe, yeah.
Yeah, from like CS:GO. I used to be in the European team.
Used to?
Itu coach siapa bang? Itu coach chat dia, coachnya NRG tadi
Oh, you
guys.
did Optic, like the EU one.
European one, yeah.
The one with Mages and stuff.
Yeah.
You were coaching them?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
It's a long history, bro.
I mean, I played CSGO.
Yeah.
I was not very good.
You coached or no? In
No, we played. I went to some events that you were there as well.
Oh wait, I think I remember looking at your TV.
Boot, yes, you know.
Oh yeah.
Oh, my rating is so shit.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, we destroyed you guys, I think.
Did we play?
I think we played you once.
We played.
Yeah.
We played on Cash or something.
Yeah.
Gila. Mereka aja pada inget guys. Mereka inget main bareng waktu itu pas main CSGO. The Dava ya itu.
Yeah, that was free.
That was like his
like
first
a free
event.
game for us.
My teammates want me to ask you, why did you change your name? What's wrong?
Oh.
What's wrong? I'm a pet.
Who asked that first?
Dava actually.
Oh, bro, it's just cringe. Like
no, I think it's quite nice.
Nah, but like when I'm like, let's say I'm like talking to somebody.
I'm a pet.
Let me or like I'll explain to somebody like my alias. Like it just sounds weird. It was
I
meant to,
understand,
like I never was meant to go pro. You know, like I was just like doing it for fun.
And suddenly, boom, here you are.
Yeah.
So like what I'm doing actually.
I was just by accident. But it's just cringe. Like let's say I'm talking to like a girl, GG.
Halo Zaki, welcome.
How do you coach Paperrex? Like you have a lot of wild players, so you know, like how do you keep them controlled?
You see my anger problems, right?
Yeah. I have a little bit less. I keep it inside, but
I've never seen you rage. I think.
Slightly sometimes.
I don't know. You know, I kind of try and foster that creativity because, you know, if I try and like force them to do certain things, they get really upset.
Translatein dong bang.
Are you the
Ntar ya.
oldest player in your team? I mean, like.
Ini kayak dia lagi bahas tentang ya sebagai coach tuh ngapain aja biasa guys.
Mature kind of roles, you know.
Yeah, sometimes.
Is he a clown?
He can be a clown sometimes. I mean, he's a player too, so like you have to think of it like that. You're only as old as you know, as you like act. So
yeah, that's true.
He knows when to put his foot down though. So it's
with
good.
all the experience.
Yeah, like he knows like when to be serious, when to like have fun. Cause we have like a pretty like loose.
Lagi bahas ini guys, pengalaman mereka jadi coach tuh kayak misalnya ada yang susah juga lah punya anak-anak yang suka kayak gini gitu, banyak yang salah kayak gitulah.
Actually, that's what I enjoy about it the most. You know, it's really like a bunch of brothers together.
Yeah, and then like we can be like pretty honest with each other. I feel like.
Kita bisa percaya masing-masing gitu.
And no one's gonna be like mad or anything.
Ya, saya bisa marah. Kadang ada yang marah juga.
I mean, I had to teach them a little bit about how to handle criticism. I think because, you know, in Asian culture is a bit more like I'm not sure if it's a culture thing, but I always thought like because of parents, you know, and the pressure they put on their kids in Asia, and like how like if someone older than them like criticizes them, they just go into their shell.
Oh yeah.
So I feel like it's an Asian
to not shut down.
Bohong lu bang, bener cowok, ngapain bohong sih?
It was also difficult to teach them how to be less critical, in the sense where like you know, sometimes when you criticize someone, you don't say we when you.
Ya, si Alex bilang katanya lagi belajarin, ngasih tahu anak-anaknya belajar soal menerima kritik dari fans gitu loh.
Everyone gets really offended. You know? Yeah, I had to teach them how to.
Negara mana tuh bang? Nih, lagi di Amerika kan berarti.
And I felt that was a culture thing.
I guess I got lucky because my players are older and like they've been in teams already, so like I don't have to go through that.
You fix that. You don't have to teach them anything.
Like maybe it happens once in a while, but.
Mulai.
Just because I think my team is actually the oldest one.
Belum anjir.
But that's because of FNS. It's pulling the average age up.
No, well, I think he's 31.
31 anjir.
Crash is I think like 25.
Yeah, you guys must be older.
Yeah, we're definitely on the older side for sure. Only Sam is like young. Your team is like the opposite. I think it's like most young.
Yeah. I think the oldest one is Dava and he's 25.
He's 25?
Yeah.
Dava paling tua, Cok.
But everyone's really young in Valorant. Like Loud is like average age 19 or something.
Yeah. No, I saw that. I was like, average age 19, 20.
That's mad.
Yeah. We just arrived?
Right here.
Si Alex tuh kayak dia tuh si Alex guys. Si Alex tuh jalannya tuh bener-bener ini tau. Bener-bener mirip, Cok. Dah, ada gua, Cok. Gua baru sadar anjing. Lah. Ada gua. Baru tahu gua, Cok. Gua kira nggak ada gua, Cok. Gua nge-record doang.
Apa udah rugi 10?
Ya gimana jadi BA? Gua nggak BA, Cok.
Gimana kok bisa jadi Paperrex yang best di
Pura-pura nggak tahu. Gua nge-record, cuman gua pikir nggak jadi keluar videonya, soalnya nggak ada kabar.
He's a streamer, right? A
No,
content
but
creator?
I mean, he used to play professionally in all the different games.
Yeah.
So he played PUBG, played Overwatch, played Apex.
Well, he was like.
Oh, he popped off against you guys. I can't believe it.
Yeah, you sure did. I
Sure.
got so tilted.
So you guys were like leading Pearl like so much, and
Yeah.
if for some reason he kept finding rounds where Victor didn't put his Lambo in the middle. He
Yeah.
just walked into spawn every round.
No, I know. There was a lot of gaps that game for some reason. And then like the one clutch in like our spawn, like Som
And
versus,
that was so cool though. Like
yeah.
we got flanked, they got flanked.
Yeah. It was like Som versus, who was it? Cigars?
Yeah, Seagate.
Yeah. I feel like he didn't feel like he had time to
He
like
has
get
so
away.
much time.
Well, in the
So
moment,
much
like, it's
time.
hard to know.
Yeah, maybe, yeah.
But like he also.
He did almost
probably-
everything right, yeah.
Yeah, he probably could have killed him.
Yeah.
Because he had Shorty.
Coy ini lama banget cop, tag pose-nya coy anjir.
Weird angle.
Yeah.
Oh,
It was pretty
I
unexpected.
feel so bad for him though. Like that's a terrible way to like lose a round.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, it's like one of those things you like learn from. Like, it's like a bad experience, but like,
I
hopefully.
mean, he looks quite mentally strong, yeah.
Yeah, but like we bounced. I think we won the next map after.
Yeah.
William Chin udah
Thank you,
rugi
Will.
60.000.
Gas YouTube Premium.
Gas YouTube Premium.
Gua disuruh YouTube Premium, guys. Kamu berapa duit sih YouTube Premium?
Podcast with Chet and Alex.
The content everyone wanted.
Bukannya gratis ya, gratis kan kalau nggak salah ke awal guys.
The door.
Oh shit, the door.
The door. Great content. We almost bumped the door. How many VST events? have you
Kocak
done?
anjing nggak ditutup pintunya.
All of them.
Long-term goals.
All of them.
I mean, I've been in all of them so far.
You've already won the champions, right? No, you haven't.
No, we won Masters, Iceland.
Someone calling? Oh no. Iceland. Yeah, Iceland.
Yeah. Then
That was a good
we got
event.
second champions last year.
You win champion, second, was it?
No, first, third, second.
Oh, what a
Yeah.
good year, man.
Yeah.
What a good
That was a
year.
good year. Then
Waktu
this year
pas
we
ada
got, like,
AY kan, tapi
Still kind of good year.
Yeah.
You got fourth already, right?
Yeah, 5th, 8th from lock-in.
Oh, it's a
I
good
mean,
year.
that
Still a
event,
good year.
that event was like very big.
That was rough. Who
but
do you guys lose to?
Loud.
Ah,
So
okay, I mean-
like that's kind of bullshit.
Oh,
but,
they
like, whatever.
shouldn't have lost the finals, man. You're in group, what? C? You?
We have Fnatic.
Oh shit! Is that the
Yeah.
first game?
No, we're at day 3.
No, is it like? Are you playing Fnatic first or?
Oh no, we play BLG first. I don't know what to expect from them.
Oh, you're gonna have fun.
zaman optik masih OP bang. Iya nih.
Okay, since you know.
Yeah, I was like already watching them.
He has destroyed us on split
Yeah.
with that shotgun.
Yeah.
He was the original Chinese jet.
Oh really?
Before Kang Kang. There was like everyone's talking about him like in Asia. Like it was
Yeah.
like 2 years ago. He was smashing everyone. And then
Yeah.
Chamber came out and he couldn't play Chamber as well.
Yeah.
So he disappeared for a while.
I mean, it's not free. It's not like free flowing chamber.
Wheezy. Yeah, it's not the same.
Gak sih, Alek sampai tahu loh guys lo. Pemain-pemain China juga dia tahu loh, Cok.
Section.
Oh, it's 5 minutes past.
Practice started.
I reckon you have an assistant coach. You have a
Yes.
analyst. You should be fine.
Nah.
Nah? They need you.
Yeah.
I feel like if I'm not there, it's the same thing. You know, like everybody just doesn't know what to do, so they just play
They're just
rank.
probably just sitting on their PC, just chilling. Like maybe like deathmatch.
You're the same. I mean,
Yeah.
that pretty much means that without you there,
Seru juga ya ngeliat orang pintar dua gitu guys ya.
I mean, they're just used to me doing it. So
the same thing.
yeah. I guess we should tell by expectations. So I guess we can.
Yeah. What do you think?
I mean,
I mean, you guys are always the same, right? Win the event.
Yeah, I mean, my expectation, make final at least.
Seru juga guys ya anjing.
Anytime we don't make final, like, pissed.
I've only been to one final, so yeah. I mean, for Paperrex, I think it's just we need to get out of groups, man.
Yeah,
That's all I wanna do. If I get out of groups,
groups is good.
Success.
Yeah, I mean, I'll take groups too, but like, I want to get final.
You guys have a lot to live up to. Like
Yeah.
you guys are always like top 4, top 3. You know.
Yeah.
Kalau selanjutnya sama Kaos EG seru sih bang. Iya yang
Wait,
cewek
top
ya.
three, You guys top 4? No.
No, 5th, 8th, but like single limb.
Yes. Yeah. All right, right here.
All right.
Time for practice.
Yep.
It's been fun.
All right.
Great
Good luck.
talk.
Good luck in the tournament.
Hopefully we meet. Hopefully not. Maybe.
No, hopefully not. But like,
Hopefully not, anjay. Anjay. Lah. Apalagi guys, gila gamenya lama banget guys. Lama banget bro. Lama banget guys, anjing ini mah guys. Apa ini guys? Ini breeze anjir. Anjir bukan breeze ini, Cok. Ini pearl anjing.
Mimi, no wonder we're losing so much. You guys don't even know the maps.
Yeah.
Bro,
People at chat can't win if you guys don't know the maps.
Dude, we literally only qualified to
I've got good
playoffs.
crosshair placement. I'm not looking at the
Cok,
ground all the
mana
time.
tukang buburku, guys?
Sure,
Tukang
Josh,
buburku lewatlah.
Oh my word. We're gonna keep doing this.
Bisa gamingnya bisa buat jangka panjang budget berapa? Bang? 50 cukup.
Jangka panjang
Then
budget
we're gonna
berapa?
just go to League of Legends maps after
50
that.
cukup.
Oh, I know this. I think it's
Cukup.
It's split,
I drew
right?
that
VGA 30, 70, 30, 60, 70, misalnya 10 juta.
We still playing that game?
Prosesor 10 juta. Ini 5 juta. Apa sih? DDR 5. 533. Mungkin sekitar 12-an sama RAM.
Could it be the cafe? Wait, there's 3 cafes in the game.
Cukup banget sih, cukup banget sih.
Cafe on Pearl, there's in the streetcar. There's the other cafe
Cukup
on
banget,
Pearl.
bener
There's
cukup.
one on Split.
Bisa bagus malah bisa bagus lagi.
What?
Because we just did Pearl, and that's not how segments work. It's
Well, I'm saying it's
breeze.
split.
Ini bukan icebox anjing.
Hits back-to-back
Split,
pearls.
ya, split.
Yeah.
Brad, what do you guys think?
That's not right.
Breeze.
I didn't actually hear a map.
Hold on.
That's Breeze.
Yeah, I'm hearing
that's
Breeze.
Everyone just yelled at me Breeze collectively. Let's go ahead and see the reveal.
It's not even in the
It's
map
got the-
pool.
like
If
that.
production did this, they're wrong to do this to us. It's not in the competitive map pool. Where's the competitive integrity in this game?
Oh my
Udah
god.
breeze anjing bener, Cok.
Yep.
It's shattered.
I am enjoying seeing Mimi mauled in real
That's exactly
time.
where Angel used to Yoru TP to.
Oh, behind that box.
I'm convinced my team plays with their eyes closed.
Wait, are you paying attention to that too?
Gara-gara bug nih lama nih.
The
Bugnya.
map rotations in like 1847. Like, when was the last time you played Breeze?
1846?
I played it in Swift Play just a week ago. Thank you very much.
Me personally, don't play Swift Play. I only scrim.
Let's just keep them coming. Let's see what the next one is. I'm sure we're giving our crew on the stage a lot of time. What is this?
Icebox.
Oh, that is the
This is
box.
Icebox? I think this
It's
is fine.
the floor in the tunnel, right? Dude, there's one guy in the crowd who is a knower, who keeps thumbs upping and answering immediately, and he's giving me eye contact, and I know that it's Icebox.
In your heart?
In my heart of hearts.
Okay, because if it's not, we're kicking you and him out of it.
Okay.
Fracture.
I'm like,
Bisa
are you
fracture juga
cool
sih,
with
bener
that
sih.
guy in the crowd? Are you cool? You'll get kicked out if you're wrong? You give me a shrug. That's not confidence. What happened to your confidence? There's 4 of you. All 4 of you will get kicked out. Okay, reveal it. Reveal it. Security, get ready to throw us
I
out.
hope it's like bind or something like that. It'll be great.
I think it's split.
Oh ya icebox, Cok.
This is crazy.
My goat.
He gets to stay for the time being. Oh man, this actually is pretty fun. Okay, I know everyone in the chat's probably pissed off, but guys, we have no control over this, so we're just trying to keep this going. In any case, so let's see what I think we have another one. So let's pass that up on the screen.
Ah, ini gua tahu nih apa nih?
Okay.
Wait, I know
Ini
what it is.
split.
No, hold on.
This is
Isn't this the...
You want to know why?
There's a train on the wall because it's a train station in Split. It's got to be, right?
Monitoring the train
Trains
station.
mentioned.
Trains mentioned. This isn't the training range?
The
Oh,
training range.
Is
Was
this a
that
bait?
supposed to be a pun,
I
Brennan?
don't know. Maybe it's a training range. It could be Split. There's trains.
They give
Wait,
us a
guys, what is it? What is it?
Split.
Split.
Split di CT nih kalau nggak salah deh.
You sure?
there's
Because
also-
I heard
Ditero, split ini ditero.
There is, but it's like
Di
it connects
base-nya
the cities.
base-nya
There's not a
attacker guys.
station. Split
Split base attacker nih.
On the top of the
No,
calendar.
it doesn't. Really?
Are you trying to cheat? It says
What?
January,
That says
Joshua.
January.
What is
no.
Where is this?
No.
This is the map January. Let's actually.
Bro, that's not a map.
Guys, it's January. Can we get the reveal?
Yeah.
Oh, damn, it was actually February. Oh,
You
no.
hate to see it. All right, let's see what map this is. And if it is
Tuh kan,
January.
bener kan?
It's Split.
Hey, I would have never guessed it was there. I'm not gonna lie.
But can we? I mean, that poor person's got to work in that room. Where are the doors?
What kind of
Probably on the other side, like
what kind
below
of
red.
quality settings do you have to see that?
But you can't. Look, wait. Can we reverse this clip and zoom back in? I don't think there was even a window.
Yeah, what?
Yeah.
This game feels rigged.
That actually is a dungeon. It's a.
Ini sih lama sih guys, ini lama sih guys. Bisa 1 jam anjing.
No, there definitely was no window there.
Aduh.
Actually, there was.
Bro, game's not
From
fair.
Cok.
That was my old bedroom.
It's
in
rigged
high
from the
school.
beginning.
Nice. All right.
Are you Harry Potter?
I am the boy who lived. Okay. Somehow I made it here. Next one.
this
Wait,
is,
bind teleporter. It's like under the like the.
Yeah, this is even bind or
thing in
fracture.
bind.
Ini bind.
Cooking.
Oh, it could be
Bind
fracture.
sini.
Fracture.
Ini gue bind sini, gue bind sih guys. Ini gue bind sih guys. Gue sih ini sih bind sih guys.
Teleporter. Where?
I'm going heaven on bind.
Definitely bind fracture
Behind
Haven.
heaven.
No. I know. Here's the thing.
For the big radiant
I
items.
can metagame this because I know who made these. The Observer, Yeti. One of the shots he always does when we're on bind. He always does a shot in the teleporter of the big thing. You guys know the Prelude to Chaos skin, how it has like the ball of energy you put in. I sound like a crazy person right now. I promise I'm not. But there's a big ball of energy in the teleporter on bind. So it's bind.
Are you willing to bet that, or else you get kicked out of the venue?
Yeah, again.
This is heaven.
Again, kick me out.
Kick you out? All right.
Yeah,
I'm
I don't
going
care.
heaven,
I'm
You're-
fine.
you're-
It's a tech
you're going
boss.
bind?
I'm going bind too.
You're going bind? Bind? All right. Let's see what it is.
Bind,
I think
bind.
a lot of people kind of caught it early on,
Tuh kan benar.
potentially. Maybe.
See, there's the big
I don't
thing.
know.
Where
Yeah,
are
that's
we?
bind. It is bind.
And that is
It's
bind.
Yeah, about heaven, see?
I knew exactly where that was
Good work,
the
GB.
whole time. I was convinced and confident.
I was so ready
that
to lead a
was
chant of get her out.
Tuh guys At least kalau ini lama tukang buburnya lewat dah.
Do we have one more? I don't know if we have one more. We have, and by the way, guys, I did get word. Hopefully, in like a minute or two, we'll be jumping back in. So just bear with us for a little while longer and enjoy yourself. Let's take a look at another. Tell you
Apa
what,
is
that
this?
is a
I mean,
production
Apa ini,
facility
Cok?
that certainly
The
needs
box
to.
looks like the ones that they have in Icebox, no?
It wants us to say
does.
icebox, but I feel like that's too easy.
It could be
no?
fracture icebox.
I mean, it's literally ice, isn't it?
Fracture aja
Laundry
fracture.
Laundry bags.
Yeah,
They
there's
look like
a
a
laundry
big block
bag.
of ice.
I think they're laundry
That's
bags.
what the Titanic ran
Laundry
into.
bag.
That's ice, mate.
I thought, I mean, it's even out of like a calcium deposit. Are any calcium quarries?
Oh, bind the calcium map.
Yeah, I don't know. No, I think that's like laundry
That is
bags.
actually famously, Brent, from the lore. It's not
Yeah.
radiant, it's calcium that all the agents are after.
It's a new comic that's coming out next week, actually. So you just.
I've
leaked
heard
it.
this.
Wow,
People
what
are
a
saying this.
Terrible person you are. What do we think it is, crowd? Fracture.
Fracture.
No one thinks icebox. Does anyone think icebox?
That person does.
Yeah, I feel like they want
There's
us
like
They
15.
do. They do over there. They do there. All right, let's see what we got.
like
Let's
it's
see.
fracture,
Let's
yeah.
see.
Fracture.
Reveal it.
It's fracture.
Fracture. So for you, out of here. I'm kidding. Imagine.
salt deposit.
I'm really glad I didn't wager on this one.
Well, nggak sih logo Kingdomnya itu?
Yeah,
Nggak.
it would have been a wrap at that point. We have
Aduh.
one more.
Lama
This is
banget.
it for all the marbles. What are the marbles? I don't know.
Oh, where's that little worm guy at?
The worm.
Gue tahu deh,
Oh,
gue
it's the training.
pernah.
I
Wait, is it
think
the
this is
training
the
range or
training
Haven?
range.
Is
Burning
this the
hole,
training range? This is a
anjing.
red herring, surely.
I think this is the training range, just like in the I don't know, there's like a shelf.
Someone said breeze. What do we think it is?
I mean, at least we know where Artist Conscience ran off to. He's got a top hat and a cane and he's just waddled away.
Essen. Essen Heaven kali Heaven.
Yeah, I guess.
I have no
I have
idea
no
what
idea.
this is.
Mini Indonesia anjing.
Training range?
It looks like the ceiling.
I mean, are we gonna call the trick question?
I think you
Is
should.
that allowed in the game? They've already put breeze in.
Breeze was fair game.
Let's
No,
see.
it wasn't.
Let's see what it is. Let's reveal. What is this area in the video game that we play?
Oh, is it Haven Short?
Heaven kan benar.
Oh, it's Haven Garage.
Wow, way not to know what it is. I knew it was Haven the whole
This
time.
game is rigged against people who play on low settings. That simply
I
doesn't
don't think
exist.
you got a single one of those right.
Yeah.
I got at least 2 out of 10.
Not gonna front Mimi. Type buns at this game.
Analyst or fraud? You were a fraud.
I am a fraud.
All right, folks. Well, we thank
Yep.
you all so much for sticking with us. And yes, I know that this next thing isn't going to be the best thing, but we're going to take a quick break. When we come back, hopefully everything's situated. I'm sorry, I know, but we love your faces. And we'll see you in just
Take
a second.
pause nih cok, game lagi cok. Apa lagi guys? Apa lagi guys? Mau nonton apa aja guys? Kenapa tahu sama? Tahun ngecit kagak nih tadi bug anjing bug ulti Sky-nya ngebug slice yang kayak biasa dulu gue pernah kan tuh yang kalau ke slice ulti kalau Sky ulti itu kayak nggak keluar tapi ada suara semua. Kenapa cok? Tahu ngantuk ya. F dikit lagi.
English is my second language. As a vlogger, I deal with social media a lot, which is actually fun.
No.
Enough?
Yeah.
Kenapa nih anjing? Soto anjing, soto, Cok. Ada soto anjir, soto di sini, guys. Gimana?
Ingredient น้อง Ingredient ว้ามะนาว Shit. Something eat chef. So tomorrow I have stomach ache.
No.
ลูกขึ้นนะน้อง Good.
Baju masih pakai baju yang ini, guys. Ini berapa? Ini di mana nih? Kita pakai baju lama, guys. Ini di Indo. Oh, ini di Indo, guys. Bener di Indo ini. Dia sempat ke Indo emang bikin iklan. Iya, dia pernah ke Indo kemarin. Maksudnya gue pengen nyamperin, cuma mereka sibuk.
Where's your parents? Oh. Susanto family ya?
Dia pakai kamera sama kayak gua, guys. Dia pakai GoPro juga.
No. I don't. The first time I don't.
3:30 a.m. Yeah, but he showers at easy lah. He can hour to shower. Easy.
ปฏิปานครับพี่ครับครับผมเจอกันครับคุณครับอันดีครับ Good night.
Jago banget dia aja bahasa Thailandnya si Jackson, Cok.
เจอกันพรุ่งนี้ครับเจอกันพรุ่งนี้ It's Thai people.
What time you wake up tomorrow?
I think for.
Huh? Oh, what do you mean? You have to meet. What time is it?
Lu jadi lapar, Cok. Gua, Cok.
Ini 45 minutes lagi.
Who shower first? You shower first or I shower first?
Okay, I shower first.
Okay.
You.
I sleep more.
Yeah. You can sleep more.
You snorer or not snorer?
Snore.
Oh, you cannot think so. I told him to practice.
How to practice?
Kang Bubur lewat dong, anjing udah jam 6 mah tuh sih ya, dikit lagi jam 6. Tuh Kang Bubur mau rezeki apa enggak sih?
Do in my work. Do in my work.
Win is not me.
Do in my work.
Penalty win. Oh. Win means 90 minutes. Apa kau punya prediction? 90 minutes no extra time to win Morocco. Not go penalties.
Top G, bro.
That was like the best of the best really.
T 3 ทุกคน How you feel now?
So sleepy. I wanna sleep.
TAM. Let's go.
Oh shit.
Bajunya di mereka enak ya, gede ya. Di gua bajunya sempit banget, coba baju seragam.
You not sleep well, right?
No.
Matanya lihat.
You sleep well or no? Yes?
I sleep well, but not enough. No.
Same. 5 hours.
5 hours.
Apa udah?
Thank you apa Hot Package Spek Deep. Ku baru datang bang. Ayo sarapan dulu, anjing enak banget Hot Package Spek Deep. Itu band kah itu ada band?
Good night. Good night.
Wake up before the movie, right?
Good night.
Morning up.
Mulai bang, sesat anjing orang belum mulai tuh. Rafa itu orangnya emang lucu banget anjing, gua ketemu tuh kayak gua ngakak mulu dia ngomong apa, Cocok. Dia ke atap, dia kalau nggak salah ke atap gitu deh guys. Dia syutingnya di atap deh.
You hear on? You hear mine? No, I mean you hear mine. What do you mean? Are you okay? Yeah, I'm okay.
Udah mulai.
Not sleeping on a job anymore, are they? Still, it's counter spam here
Akhirnya
over the
mulai
corner.
juga, cocok.
Open depth, no damage really done. This is the target there. Wide out to the open.
Well, he's got to scramble. I mean, he's
What's
looking
going on? It's all the way out, man.
It's difficult.
Nah, Roja, ten Roja guys.
Piece of bait crashes, uses the seekers. I've got your trail.
Yep, finally. Let loose now, guiding them towards the side here, but already the rotations are abound. This is a real scramble of a round. They've taken up control towards Lamps. Victor. There's the take it now. Ollie off the default plant. Som now starting to get that plant down. Trailblazer round to the side here. No connection really there, but the orbital strike clears out towards Lamps.
Good work putting up the wall there from Finesse, because otherwise everybody on ZETA would have had a firing line.
Retaking that ground now. Everybody really just pushed up.
Oke, di short semua pasti guys. Di smoke sih enak sih di shortnya sih.
NRG.
Enak kan kedua Tenten bang, nggak beda guys. Anjing, line up.
That's going to be holding for that one. Right here, needs to be a bit of a tap, maybe a chance or an attempt on it, but already look at it. Snakebite sailing, 10. Will he get half onto this one? He does, but still, the Snakebite's falling. Leave it to just Sugar
Nice! Nggak nice guys. Gua dukung ZETA ya, lupa cok.
Turnaround, what a difference there. And a great response to ZETA pushing down short. That's something that we've seen NRG get caught by earlier on in this
Sampai nggak lewat tuh bubur sih, gue kecewa banget guys ya.
Being able to generate fights early. And yet Ardis perfectly positions himself instead of trying to take an early fight, just spraying into that, anticipating people to push.
Sampai nggak lewat ini cok tukang buburnya cok.
And then evacuate through market to avoid being punished by 10. Laz is going to pick up a judge here. And no armor as well on Finesse. He's forgotten to buy.
Uh-oh.
That might be an error. I mean, it is an error, but we'll see whether it ends up getting punished.
Sometimes calling a little bit too much.
We've definitely seen people like Boaster do that in the past. It's the IGL's issue.
Just forgetting.
In the meantime, it's Ardis that looked like he might be under pressure early on. It's a double push from ZETA into showers, but not through showers, at least not just yet.
Just trying to hold that space here. Ardis left to contain it. There is a good trade.
Masa Sabtu lewat bang? Iya sih, takutnya nggak lewat Sabtu ya.
Oh, and a guiding light sent out from Crow over towards Beatlong. And the rest of NRG will be able to hear that. They'll know that ZETA have bad information about how many NRG players are around.
Trailblazer,
it's only
showstopper. It's only Laz. He brings him down.
The Trailblazer didn't see Laz.
And the rocket did not get fired.
A tragedy from the duo of Crashes and Victor, who normally got that play refined and down. That is saving grace for ZETA, who only had a single player defending and last.
Resnya tadi gagal terus ultinya.
Cancel it out of the dog, vulnerable up. Molly sent flying. Crow.
Dodgy swing.
Yeah. Dodgy, but really just being
pushed. Swingnya jelek banget si Crow anjir.
Well, Sugar has laid one down for them to really work around here. Molly at the feet. Laz gonna move around here. Spots it out. Damage done still. Some will drop. Crashes close to the corner though. There's not really any time left. 10. Brought it to the 1v1. Finesse, he is low. Single bullet. They'll do the job.
Ya, nyangkut.
7-4.
Scramble of the movement.
Karena nggak beli armor tuh, dia belum lupa beli armor, kocak banget.
Knocked his head. Took a bullet. 7-4. ZETA, no matter which way this ends up, with an excellent defensive half on buying the map that they picked. Things got scrappy towards the end there. I'm sure a lot of people will be analysing that round back. Oh, would the armor have made a difference there in that final moment? But to be honest, I think in that kind of situation, Finesse.
Masuk MC aja bang, sama Yo beli sama Hasbron McD-nya ya juga sih. Tapi ntar dulu guys, gue pengen bubur itu, enak buburnya, I like.
Flash combo push together. Satchel is good to disengage. Victor taking damage, and finally there is the reinforcements. NRG favored in the outcome in the skirmish. Sugar 0.
What a play.
No way, man, no way. Close to the corner, Ardis anticipating.
And the punish game, excellent here from NRG. That movement from Victor, sublime to avoid it. Both him and Ardis springing the trap without anybody taken down. Watching this retake potentially, I mean, they're going to go for it in the 2v4 for sure, because it's the final round, but it's an approach from both sides.
Orb to cross, Laz, he needs energy. we go.
Barely going to get past.
Avoids it.
He's made a footstep. I don't think Ardis will be able quite to hear that.
Chance for a timing. It is the final round of the first half. Got to put everything towards us now. No use saving, but really running out of time. 10 out towards the open there, the high ground angle. And Laz, it's only saving grace being that he wasn't nobody made a footstep, made a noise. Adjustment, but still time working against him. You can start to hear it ticking. Face, impossible to get through. So that is a salvaged half, I would say, for NRG, considering where they were starting off at.
Certainly
sama gua jam 7 guys, biasa lewatnya guys.
Lead from ZETA, you know, things working on their defense side, hitting shots.
Jam 7 keburu gua mejret sih.
So overall, I think both teams will be fairly happy heading into the next half and just looking to cruise forward with the momentum.
Yeah, certainly will. Big lead, you never know. A pistol round might just make all the difference here, but let's send it back down to the desk. You haven't heard enough of them just yet.
Oh, hello, friends.
Funny seeing you here.
Remember us? We're back.
Hey, guys.
Well, let's talk about what we saw. So, I think, Sean, serious face. Really, I think the star of this one, you know, really got to look at over toward the neon. You got to see what ZETA's doing with that, and it's really throwing a
Apa nggak minta kotak kuburin bang? Ada sih, cuman ya masih dia lewat enggaknya kan
on in this game. 10 even opened up several rounds as well. Mimi, like you pointed out, the stall smokes on the site, but this pistol round opener is what really got things started, in my opinion, for ZETA, and then stopping the showstopper here at Long B. I thought Depp just had a lot of individual moments throughout this game that shut down all of the heroics where typically FNS thrives.
And that's in such contrast to the Fnatic game where it was Depp getting rolled over and opening kills. He was going for some of those same plays, taking some of those same risks.
Enak teman gue kadang tuh gue nggak beli tiap hari soalnya guys, kan nggak bangun pagi juga tiap hari.
But here they get 7-5 on Bind, which I think is more than most people would have bargained for against NRG on this map. And going into the second, I think that this comp
bisa sih kalau gue mau gue beli makan cok. Pas lagi ganti map gue beli makan guys. Iya nggak sih?
Have Neon go up long, will raise double satchels out backside on B. You can do similar ideas on A. Paperrex institute.
Ada break kan sekitar 10 menit kan guys ya, bisa sih.
Good effect. And NRG, I think it's pretty unlikely they've played against a comp like this.
Yeah, and I think this Neon is about to send it right now. I think the Raze can take fast showers control with the Sky. I think the Neon can be zooming up short A. They're going to be doing fast A hits. They could get super fast B long control, and on this new version of Bind, getting that teleporter control at B long so you could pivot between sites is so important.
Yeah, we'll see how this works out for ZETA Division. All NRG need is 2, and they're back in it to send it back over to Brennan Sideshow.
We'll find out. Pistol round. I mean, it's so damn important here. 7-5. It can be the difference between even it up, and you're going to see a clash immediately. The battle lines are drawn. And NRG seeking to overextend past their own here. Look at this, already pushed up with the crossfire. Util.
Oh gila. Dirasa 3 orang cok. Gila di short semua anjir.
Make a move at the wall going up. Victor is in their faces. And ZETA, they jump on the chance. They pounce upon it.
4 players posted there from NRG. None of them able to get a single kill. All of them falling to ZETA.
Kenapa ini? Ada apa dengan NRG, bro?
It's inevitable. Finesse. It'll have to be a masterclass and more, wouldn't it? Nah, I mean, the class is just not doing it for him. Prime game and flawless.
Great way to begin the attack half from ZETA. A pistol round that they, you know, they had clearly bought some utility to go for some kind of A hit. Weren't maybe expecting the fight to come to them quite as quickly. But Victor swung there.
Bener-bener gak ada yang dapat tuh guys.
Other 3 players can't help him with, trying to find a timing on one individual, and I don't think NRG will have been hoping for the entirety of ZETA to be waiting for them.
Also just maybe expecting to just only find 1 player when the wall's up.
Certainly.
Gila si Depp panas guys, si Depp guys.
3 players from NRG defending shower.
The flash connects, and they've given up on the area. No, they have not. I mean, I stand corrected. Depp.
How's he gotten out there without
I gonna see me, call I'm on love.
NRG gambling here, hoping that it wasn't going to be a commitment to A, and ZETA have gone straight into that weakness.
Do still need to clear showers. Diligence needs to be shown there as well, but NRG over towards the back of the side, tap. See if there's some util. Showers is there, so there's the plant. No control over towards lamps. There's this flank now occurring on top of that.
Lapar sedikit nggak ngaruh nih guys.
Looking behind them. Really seeing if they can do some damage, but if one area is not watched for, could definitely slip out of their control here for Zeta Division.
It's the flank battle here.
Yeah, Laz needs to really put a stop to it, and he does. It's the fight towards the back of the site. So,
Sarapan bang. Iya lagi nunggu tukang bubur lewat tuh.
Very healthy with the guns. 9-5, Zeta Division. Starting to see a real semblance as well of why they picked this one. It feels like at times as well that these rounds are falling into their hands.
But I think it's also great work around the map.
Yeah, they're capitalizing on it, right?
They're prodding towards showers, just looking to try and get a little bit of information. Yeah, Deb's a little fortunate to survive with his full HP.
Ku sedang menunggumu untuk yang bubur. Yang bubur.
Clear through short. It's a nice attacking round. Zeta are all bunched up again, though.
Interesting. I mean, Zeta, I think of this team, slow default spread out. That's how they like to play it. This time grouped up, 4-1 split. Molly and the nades already going to be used here. 10 was ahead of it all. I mean, he must have just got chunked down by all the utility. Laz late on that one. Snake bite, draw.
Anjing, Victor.
Wow, that was bold from Victor. Yeah. Swings straight through the snake bite from Laz. Maybe feeling it a little. He didn't have the greatest attack half. NRG when they played against Billy.
Sumpah sini kalau ganti map gue beli makan dulu sih. Bodo amat guys. Gue tinggal bentar lah.
In that specific instance, now they found themselves in a 5v3, massively favored to dismiss this bonus round. But Ardis has got his work cut out for him.
Here's them moving past him. Trademark is gone. He's still on his TP towards the back. And yep, okay, there is safety there. Victor got his teammates back. Next line missing.
Missed.
Yeah, doesn't push them off this plant. 8-10 flying. Smoke still to play around. Flash in the hands of Crow. He's ahead of it. He blinded himself. Victor comes out the victor.
Turun 4 cok, tapi 2 low.
Definitely done to these players still, but it's NRG with massive control of the map and the site here. All they got to do is try and isolate these fights out there. He's got 2 of them down. DDS with a bulldog.
Nice banget Som anjir. Som step up cok. Hampir dapat bonus tuh Zeta anjir.
NRG again needing to be bailed out by Som in that moment after a huge play from Deb. Som, in fact, is swinging ahead of Crashy. He's not really relying on the team play to bail them out of those kind of situations. Instead, just taking the duel. He's good for it, though. Been a massive firepower addition to this team, I think. And that's an unfortunate moment from Crow. Looked like the timing could have potentially made something happen there.
Bang Rio tidur. Nggak tidur.
Getting a little dicey. 10 seconds for Depth to figure out a buy. He's not just gonna leave him.
Karena lapar bang, itu jadi energi. Oh iya ya? Oh iya ya cok.
Yeah, exactly. If they're gonna send it, which they are, it's popped off immediately over the top. Ardis has to back away from this one. Stun close towards it. They want to squeeze towards Showers, and they've gained control of it now. But there's another crunch. Victor with the Trailblazer. Into the corner though, right into the sightlines of it, and the plant not denied. Spam into it, but Ardis has to respect it. Back TP.
Nice, ZETA.
In his face, Sugar
Nice, ZETA.
His territory now. You do not want to wade into it. Satchel round with the flash. That is impeccable. But it's still got a crossfire.
Gutting for 10. What a play.
Som keeping his IGL safe. Surviving on 5 health here, but again, yeah, you don't want to be walking into lamps. Not with a judge there. A warning shot. Rattled off. Do not step closer.
Finesse getting healed up by Crashies, who used the space gained by Victor to retake Showers. This is tough.
It's down towards them as well. Kills be flowing on either side. Lines it up. The nade or the molly missed. Yep. To tap, you have to force this one out into the open. Sugar Zero body checked it. Will die and will force some sticking onto half.
Aduh, nice try.
So NRG.
Cepet dong mau beli makan.
Win the round.
And it's Som again that helps them over the line. Sugar Zero, I would expect a player of his caliber to have some kind of molly lineup from lamps and not just have to kind of chuck that one on the fly and then jump towards the
Molly-nya miss bang.
With a judge, maybe getting scrambled.
Tapi yang lapar kayak gue guys.
Or from inside the smoke, couldn't see a lineup that he would usually use.
Yeah, potentially.
These are 2 close rounds now that have gone the way of NRG with their diffusers on A. But it has hurt the Zeta economy. Deb's going to be able to hero rifle here along with Laz because he only used his overdrive in the prior round, and Zeta are fast again. This is so different to the way that Zeta would usually play. Quite a slow team, but have demonstrated the ability to pick up the pace in the past.
Hey up, Ardis. Oh, he's alone. Into this position here. Smoke, drop, damage.
Needs help.
Done to him, man. He definitely needs help. He's
Maybe not.
firing blindly into it. Look,
Zeta turu, guys.
brought down to their knees.
Doing it all on his own here, Ardis, isn't he? That's twice now that NRG have gone for that Trailblazer through the
Pizza
showers
enak bang, bawel,
teleport to be able to follow
banget
it
kalian.
instantly with a player. It was Victor taking a duel that got
Guys, kalau gue beli makan sekarang kalian kecewa nggak, guys? Nontonnya tanpa gue dulu, guys. Gue kayaknya enak sih makan dulu sih, beli makan sih, guys. Naik motor, ngeng, beli makan, pulang, makan.
We've seen NRG. I mean, they are taking some risks with how they're playing with this one. I mean, Victor now.
Nggak di off stream sambil nonton.
Snakebite, vulnerable up taking the fight, but not shying away from it. They want to take the fight.
Ya nggak sih, ya nggak sih.
Definitely do. I don't know what it
Live
was
tetap
about
live,
this.
cuma nggak ada gue aja bentar. Paling 10 menit.
Technical
Naik
pause and then
motor.
the halftime
Kalau
too,
Gojek,
but
gue nggak
they
tahu
seem
enak apa
like they
enggak.
come out
Udah
with the
deket belakang guys di gang belakang rumah gue,
deliberate
anjir ada
intentions
makan.
against ZETA. And they're not taking silly duels at the beginning of the round where ZETA are pushing really quickly and overloading with utility, but they're actually trying to refight for space. And they're not afraid of taking the duels when it's required.
Gue tidur baru 1 jam anjing. Tadi kan gue tidur sejam tuh. Seger, ngantuk banget tadi gue anjing bangun cuma sejam tidur. Tip 2 tapi ya. Oke.
Have a little pause, they back up, and then they refight for the space.
Boleh guys, ya ini masih lama guys. Ntar ya.
That plan is working really well. We need to see an adjustment from ZETA. Despite being in the lead, it feels like they're losing control just a tad.
Look at this again from Ardis. I mean,
Sabar, oke? Tunggu ya bentar ya.
Spamming with a vandal there.
That's what I'm talking about. They
Dulu makan dulu ya.
very confident to force the duels.
Yeah.
Confident that they are going to win them if they do force them.
Keep this string of rounds going, honestly, NRG. They've got the ults for it.
Ardis also with the tour de force, I think is up on top of truck there.
It's going to catch, so there's some info. Snakebite dropped.
So it's good utility. Not a huge amount of it, just a snakebite and the stun to get the whole of B-Long. Good flash to get off the angle as well, so the Death and Crow can peek from
But here it is.
multiple sides. There's
Go
the
stop.
refight.
Oh, the movement. It's beefed. Straight down. Fuse is burning all the way down, and there will be no kills.
But it's very similar again. ZETA use a lot of utility, or at least a bit of utility, at the start of the round to get map control. NRG take it back. There's no kill gained, but now B-Long belongs to the defenders.
Do still have a minute. Time to work with. Orbital strike. Finesse needs to be careful about playing in lamps here.
ZETA are taking a pause over towards A, as Depp and Crow contact reclear, making sure that Victor hasn't pushed deep into Fountain. This is wasting a lot of time from ZETA.
Dog. Up and broken. Crow just trying to fake his presence and force rotations, which has achieved the goal.
30 seconds left.
There's the Seekers, even everything being offloaded to try and sell this fake over towards B. And yeah, it's just Ardis left alive. Plenty of time still left to rotate into this one. Can they deny the plans? Maybe. Players getting in. Trademark broken. 15 seconds.
The rendezvous.
Got to get a move on.
It would allow Ardis to try and swing through the smoke there. The nade, possibly going to do the job.
Yeah, Sugar Zero sticking. This one still has his ult as well. How does he choose to use it? Jaws is there. Seekers over the top. Pointing them in the right direction here for NRG. Depp, he's so far ahead of that, and there's no smoke to really block that one. Molly at their feet. Here's the orbital strike. That's just the one kill.
How does that catch Ardis?
Yeah, only onto Ardis here. 4 versus 4. It's all over the place. Into lamps. So the next duel is going to be taken. Almost there with a transfer, but it's 1-for-1. Victor backing away. Time running ever so slightly low here. Finesse just holding for this smoke in this position. Wins that fight out. Catching all the available angles. Leaving it just to Crow. And Crashies. So consistent.
NRG diligent on the retake. These A retakes are happening over and over again right now. ZETA getting funneled into them because they don't have the space across the rest of the map. And NRG are putting a focus on making sure Showers is cleared out before they go and get rid of any players towards lamps and short. The protocols look excellent on these retakes. And they're also putting ZETA players in uncomfortable spots. You saw from Depp there as he just sprinted from around where he was at default over towards triple. Just taking a single fight. They had a Brim ultimate. They used it almost immediately afterwards. If that had been synced up, perhaps, maybe it generates a pick, causes chaos in the NRG camp, and things go the other way. But right now, NRG have figured something out and look like they're about to take the lead again.
Yeah, they're definitely in control of this map. I'd say they're definitely just getting pushed into all of these unconventional fights, I will say, but NRG are really good with the retakes. It's been working out for them. So timeout, adjustments need to happen here for ZETA.
And here's what I would suggest for ZETA. I mean, they're going into a bit of a wonky buy round, but once you get to a round where you really feel like you have a chance to win it, contact plays at the start of the round are going to be really useful against what NRG are doing. NRG are just giving you the space at the start because they know they're going to be able to take it back afterwards. So if you can creep up on them, they're not going to realize that you're there. You might even have an opportunity to take picks early.
Well, contacting, tour de force for Ardis.
Yeah. Probably the worst time to implement my advice, to be honest. We'll see whether
it's going to be hard.
Definitely hard.
There's a snake bite. That will catch onto it. Stun is good, actually. Forces the TP, so it's going to be away from that angle. And instantly Finesse is there. Can't be rushed upon because of the molly that was laid down a little bit earlier.
This is now an incredibly solid hold towards B. You have to either contest Ardis, who has this sightline and a trademark, or you go through Finesse's pit. Either way, B just looks fairly horrible, which has allowed NRG to stack 3 players on the other side. Ardis not particularly worried about someone crossing into Hookah. He can still take this line because of the trademark. Everybody on ZETA is still trying to flood through. They're going for this.
Might be a bloodbath. It might be brutal. Here it is. Smokes. The drops gives the indicator. There's immediately a wall in their face as well. It does block Ardis off the sideline. Stunned up, but, well, just hits the kneecap. 10. Taken straight out, but the site is theirs. They don't have control of B long still. Might become a problem for later portions. Trailblazer, that's a connection into the smoke. Depp, will he evade? Capture here. Everybody, it's all onto Crow. Up to the top, though. Brought down. And Laz has made all the footsteps. Crashes has exactly the right idea. And the lead goes now to NRG.
Great defensive round from NRG there. Difficult for ZETA to even have a chance on getting in. The fact that the defensive wall was used by Finesse did offer them an opportunity, but as Ardis manages to find just the, like you said, the kneecap there, lands the kill with the tour de force, wouldn't have even done it with an operator. But then the flood came back through off the back of Crashy's Trailblazer. ZETA are struggling currently. This is a double duelist composition and they cannot find a foothold on attack.
Try and run it back somehow. Gliding. Dodged. Ardis is spotted out here. Of course, still has the rendezvous. Just waiting it out. Pulls that util out of them. That's what the chamber's so good for. But this time there is that instant reaction. Trademark is broken. Laid into the back with a snake bite. A little bit disjointed though. And the rest of NRG. Their teammates now rejoining them over towards the site.
There's 4 players ready here to defend. These smokes have been used very early on. Som doesn't have any left, and there's still a minute on the clock. So if ZETA pump the brakes, they might be offered an opportunity to find picks with the Sheriff.
Slowing it down. Leaving just 10 into a forward position, forward angle. Actually deciding and deliberating what they want to do. The flash is bad info.
And to be honest, of all the players to insert, 10's got a stinger. You know, he's not really even going to be able to look for picks with the Sheriff.
That's dodgy.
There's one.
Yeah, the flash connected. Ardis wanted to try and get back up onto that angle. Thought it was safe with the rendezvous, but he's brought down, taken out with 35 seconds left. There is a lurk attempt.
And this is what Laz did based off the B pressure in the previous round. It's just that ZETA committed and all died on B before he could do anything.
And if they're going to be running over to A off this presser, I mean, Victor could just be the player here and now to deny this one. He's got a nade still waiting. And time is running low. Orb in their face, a bit of spam here. He's got the lineup, he's already pinging it out.
That was
there
good
it is.
damage to 10.
Rebounding, 10! Has to get off of it. And this is really brutal now. 8 seconds, anything else? On the backside of this one though, NRG don't have it.
So a 4v5 where NRG need to use utility or double face even to get out into backside.
That's sort of showstopper now.
This is difficult. ZETA, despite their bad weaponry in a 5v4, probably favored, but it's another one of these A retakes that NRG have looked so good at. Usually they focus on clearing out showers. before they go and dig these players out of lamps.
Crossing, contacting into showers. Depp is really holding a really far back angle. It's a white swing by Som. Molly over the top as well. Buy some time. 10's brought down though. That was a showstopper. Do they have enough house behind this one here? Even without the weapons, yeah, NRG are already calling it. They're just vacating. They want to get out of there. They need to keep these guns. And they will not do so. 10 to 10. Another MasterCard Thrifty added to the collection. Zeta Division.
What a moment to be able to get it done with the poor weaponry. Off the back of Laz lurking. That's the value sometimes of even learning from your defeats, learning from what you're able to achieve in lost rounds. The round where Zeta just decided to send it on B and Laz got that lurk and ends up running behind and crashes deals with him. It looks a little foolish at the time, but it results in Zeta putting pressure towards B and finding that moment for Laz where he can make something happen and pull everyone back. On top of that, the punish on Artist put them in a very nice spot.
Yeah. NRG lacking a lot of information in that last round.
Yeah, and I think here NRG have already, earlier in this, on that 5-round streak, they're trying to react very quickly to what Zeta were doing because the pace was so high. That round, Zeta changed up the tempo. They faked like it was going to be really quick at the start, baited out all of some smokes, and then hit the brakes. And that left NRG in a tough position where they'd over-rotated to B and overused utility. And that, I think, is going to be part of what this timeout is about, is reassessing that situation. Okay, maybe we can't just act as simplistically against what Zeta are doing.
I think they've already got a good answer as well, just looking at the setup here. Operator purchase for Artist, and he's going to be watching, at least with his trademark, close towards it. He's taking showers control.
Oh, and meantime, you've got Finesse with a Judge who's either going to be playing towards short or lamps.
And so this is where real answer to try and stop these lurks from happening.
Is it YZ on the other side? 10's got a Judge and a showstopper.
Might be able to clear them out here. Grouped up, stuns are very good. Artist, almost the connection. It's away though with the TP. He's close to the corner here. Does need to back away. Surely here's the dog now. Yeah, right behind Triple. Fast lane, right in his face. There's another connection with the stun. Showstopper, close, doesn't land it. Doesn't let it loose. Finesse still holding this ground. He is vulnerable up. Exchange of the guns here, taking a ton of damage.
There's no way you expect Depp to be pushed all the way deep like that.
Yeah, Fox in the pen, really. It's right behind them. He's regained control of lamps for them. On top of that, the pit's there, but already this reflank attempt of NRG pushing up straight through down into short. They're gonna have to try and flip the map, but they are really just being squeezed from two avenues. Heavy control still there, splash deep into it. Molly and Util exchange, it's all the game of timings. Sugar Zero's turn this time, and backs away critically, crucially. Just making them feel uncomfortable. Can't really sit still onto this one, but here it is, crashes. The fuse is half covered. Molly's late, it's half. Onto the defuse! Laz, spraying it down, damage done to Artist. Chances for him to win it, but really with it ticking like this, it just looks unlikely. And it is 11 to 10.
Awesome adaptations from Zeta very late into this game. When things were tied up at 10 apiece, before Zeta got these last two, it looked like they were out. They didn't have an answer to what was happening. And they've made the adjustment just in time by the look of things. These last couple of rounds, they've found their entries into sites and been able to hold off the retake attempts. Really nice flank on the flank from Sugar Zero. He got a little whiffy and he still managed to find some success. And now with 5 seconds, you got Artist with an operator looking towards short and everyone else on Zeta grouped up around there.
They'll be using stuns to set them up on these angles. With the Seekers on top of it. Yeah, hard pressed to really get value there. Tucked to the corner with the TP. Fast lane up already. They want to seek to punish this. Good shot to connect. Artist still with another one. A 1-2 punch. It's a one-man army. Into the smoke. Crow making another go of the play as well. There's that connection! But it's all Artist once more. Picked up the pieces for it. Reflank attempt.
Well, what a tough situation for Artist to get anything done. Double Jewel is hunting him down after Seekers are in his face, and yet he delivers over and over for NRG, drawing things back up level at 11 apiece. The shot as well onto Dev. I think barely just catches his hand.
Yeah.
That's like an elbow shot. And then he's back there to be able to pick up 10 and was swinging with a Judge. Some ridiculous shots there. Anyone's game.
He is. No presence towards B for Zeta. Depp has ran through.
Walked through. He's half health.
Yeah, all the way through here. I mean, there's a heal to throw. Doesn't want to use it though, not just yet. Using the dog. Blazer. Spotting the one. Fast lane as well. Almost faking the presence, but there is a spike still in Crow's hands. Not like they can really pivot to anything here. Forcing out this util. Okay, showstopper. Victor.
Bad timing on it. They thought that Zeta had already committed to the site.
Exactly.
Victor won that back. What?
10.
Wow, well guessed.
Trying to tuck himself to the corner. There's no safety there. Not from it. They're still holding that space though. It is
Back to Ardis.
Pump fake. Ardis is here. Cannot adjust in time. Laz is there with it, but it's an approach on basically every sector of the map.
Zeta are going to speed things up here. They're going to have a 3v4 situation where they have some timing to be able to reposition. It's a nice orb.
I'm back, boys.
Slipping behind it.
He does. He uses the cross.
Does he know that Sugar Zero's already fairly
Me,
Bobby.
It's got to be called. It's got to be called. He's not ready. Nade re-earn for Victor. Lovely jump spot. The boom bot eating the bullets.
Ngantri, cowok. Pagi-pagi, cowok. Babi.
Shots are rattling and hitting. It's 3 so far. Can he make it 4?
Cheating deh hari nih ngaget. Anjir, AC datang cowok.
Laz.
The fuck datang
That's what
anjing.
dreams are made of.
What a hero moment from Laz. From the very beginning, the opening shot to start that entire round is just a deletion of Ardis.
Oh my.
I mean, that is beautiful. Some of the shots he's hit here are the tiniest little pixels. He's so talented. But to put it together in this round, to give his team match point.
That is cold.
What a moment.
And it's 12 to 11. Like you said, it's map point. Would be monumental for Zeta Division.
Both teams have orbital strike to work with and are one away from other very impactful ults. This push is so different.
All the way through, yeah. What a
NRG
way to switch it
not gone
up.
for this. They've pushed out B a couple of times,
Dep's
but
gonna
not
get
out
caught.
through showers.
Dep's not going to suspect it. Yeah, back towards it. Patience is played. He can hear it already. Spamming into the corner.
Barely any
Damage
damage.
done, yeah. Still on top
Bener
of the
aja,
box.
anjing.
It's traded.
But there goes the Brimmo.
Ma gua WA tukang buburnya suruh datang ke rumah.
Just rushing into things. 10.
Udah gua kenyang, udah gua beli mie, suruh makan bubur juga, masa.
Orbital strike as well out into the corner here. Finesse forced to really swing wide into the TP.
Teh mau apa? Gue makan dulu anjing lapar.
5 health. Victor.
Babi, beuh.
To an absolute crawl. 12 to 12. We're going to overtime.
A result, I think, at the moment that both teams can be fairly happy about. NRG had to dig themselves out of a hole and won't go quietly. Recovering a map point there. But Zeta have showcased that they're able to go toe-to-toe with NRG on one of their best maps. At least historically.
Ide banget anjing lagian.
Well, we have seen some huge moments from individuals here towards the end. And in the past, we've seen emotions flare high from both of these teams.
Udah tuh anaknya lapar. Gua apa jam 7 keburu mati lapar nih.
Had it torn away from them at previous tournaments. They will be desperate to hold on here and convert the advantages that they've had on Bind into a victory. On the defense side here, Crow is still in spawn to start this round.
They are late with this setup. Already rushing to try and fill up the gaps in the defensive progress, but he doesn't actually know if they've aggressed onto B long that early, just holding it and jump spotting it. It's all slow though. Patience played by NRG. They know that Ardis has been liking to lurk over towards there. Lovely the jump spot. Caught with a util 10. Almost
Porsi
punished.
berapa itu bang? 30.000. Di babi mah nggak ada yang murah guys. Ini ya guys ya.
I don't think they'll expect that. Neon hopping.
Orb in his face.
Kan makan bubur bukan bubur dah, gua makan bami babi guys.
Still Ardis going for a jump spot.
Lihat porsi, porsi banyak banget anjing, lihat dah. Kuli, porsi kuli anjing, porsi tukang gali anjing. Portugal, cok.
Doesn't know if they've crossed, holding the sideline, but he orbs up in his face and.
Portugal anjing porsinya. Pagi-pagi makannya porsi Portugal, cok.
Depp has got to be aware that they pushed up onto this. They could be really far up. They are indeed. Stuns are there. Allows them to back away. Flash into the corner. Blinded for but a moment, but he's had to give up that space, and Showers is really being crumbled on, crunched on. Nade, it's delayed, in fact rebounding actually. Perfect! 10! Not enough to deny, but he claims his 2, maybe a winnable scenario. Heel's still online.
And the plant went down, crucially.
Cross through the reposition here, Lamps being held by NRG. Doubled up, how do you fight this one with the operator? Trailblazer taken out. Pushing up, clearing the corners with the rifles here. Has to be an attempt of it. Flash. It's dodge step. Catches it though. Crashies and Som combine might together. The double face, the double swing. And now NRG. One more round will do it.
Excellent navigation.
Kuahnya enak banget guys, kuahnya juga enak banget, parah.
Still went down.
Masih panas, beuh.
In such a better position. These duels towards the end are so
Pangsit.
crucial. It's still anybody's game as Crashies hits that 2K towards short, and he seals the deal. Got a feel for Depp in this spot too. Operator in hand wasn't quite able to do what he wanted. I think.
Babinya babi cincang guys.
Playing Neon on blind. I mean, he's a player that sometimes has turned up to these big tournaments and had to get put in the backpack by the rest of the squad. You think about the last time these two.
Ini tukang bami dari gua kecil, terkenal. Kokonya jualan tuh. Harganya nggak terlalu mahal tapi banyak banget baminya apa teh.
It wasn't Depp, the main duelist, being able to put this level of output. And if ZETA end up losing this next round, it is going to be heartbreaking for them because they have had their chances here on a strange map selection and an unusual composition that we don't see from many teams, but they've brought it to NRG. A team that's currently playing a little like a wounded beast.
Oh yeah. Cornered.
Tokonya apa bang? Bami abun.
Still one more round will do it for them. They'll take the map early on in this series. And it could be...
Ini kalau ini gede banget anjing.
Potential of looking back at this round here is the real turning point in the entirety of this series.
Bukan pasal baru. Disunter gua.
ZETA have been going for these 5-person group.
Ini dekat guys, dekat rumah gua banget. Sebelah rumah gue ini.
Push him off the angle on Showers.
Naik motor dikit lah. Nggak jalan juga sih, tapi naik motor dikit.
Wall to set him up.
They're watching for the push. NRG have only done that a single time. Not that ZETA necessarily know. Finesse was here in case it was a fast A hit, and now he's fallen off. On his way back though with the Trailblazer and the smokes.
Yeah. To push away from this one. Is there a committal from ZETA? Looks likely, yep. Satcheling through. Lamp's control is theirs, and 10 has the judge. Plays and Mischief is getting it up to.
Terus meta ada nggak? Lebih, tapi deket banget. Ini bukannya jam 6 anjir. Ini gue bilang gue mau gocek bami, tapi jam 6.30 gocek baminya. Dia bukanya tadi jam 6. Kalau tokonya udah jam 6 udah buka. Dia pakai ngobrol-ngobrol kan. Gue beli bami ya. Om beli bami biasa. Satu aja buat aku. Oke terus mana nanya kamu kerja YouTube ya? Apa lu? Aduh udah gue tahu gue lagi live stream lama lagi ngajak ngobrol lagi anjing.
Goodbye, Victor.
Kalau lagi buru-buru, lagi live streaming, diajak ngobrol anjing.
To be decided. Not a one fight. 2 players left standing. ZETA. Are they really going to fall? Another TP.
Ya kalah dong.
Away with the spike, catching it. Sugar 0. There's one, and it's evened out. Still, 13 seconds.
Good flash as well. Crow knows that he has a little bit of time to get this down and reposition.
Crashes his fast onto the angle. Damage done, but no kill. Sugar 0 still there. Peeking onto it. Victor. He's not going to land a shot. Still regrouping. And his teammate now tucking into elbow. Still 2 versus 2. Sugar 0 is going for an absolute jog.
Bang Winda left to guys.
But he needs it now, or does he? Wins his first fight out. Victor's not fast enough. And here's the time pressure. Pushed onto Victor. Flashed off of it. Half onto it. Doesn't land the shots from ZETA. Still another chance. Victor, he doesn't know where they are. Hiding in wait. Sugar 0 not revealing a thing. Victor, no more bullets. Only the shorty. And at range, he can't win it. It's another round of OT.
The saviors for ZETA. Crow and Sugar 0 step up to deliver that round. My God, that one was close. The teleporters zipping from site to site. You thought Artis might have had a clue there in that moment. He went for a little jump peek over towards triple, but just didn't spot the opposing brim. And Sugar Zero's got a really nice kind of lurk play there, staying behind on A, and the full reposition. Even if Crow had gone down, Sugar Zero was wrapping that one up. He'd sold Victor.
Ini kuahnya enak banget sih kuahnya. Kuah beningnya enak banget. Kalau gua tuh guys ya, menilai bami itu dari kuahnya guys. Kalau kuahnya enak, babinya pasti enak. Kalau kuahnya kurang, nggak enak babinya. Soalnya setahu gua si Koko ini, dia kuahnya itu direbus tulang babi ya? Apa tulang sapi ya? Tulang sapi, tulang babi gitu guys. Tulang ayam kampung. Tulang ayam direbus lama sama terus sampai kental dikasih apa gitu bu? Kental banget kuahnya. Besok basket jadi dong.
This has driven them into 10.
Spotted. Yeah, they hear it. That is a very difficult ask. And so they try and fight off of this.
They're applying pressure here though, Brent, I think, so that Artist can make space over towards B, and they can then send it through the teleporter back over to him. Artist could be the crucial playmaker if he takes the tool against Laz.
Him versus Laz, they're moving back over towards B. Artist is making the call.
Gua pakai kostum kodoknya udah kayak kodok, Pak.
Yeah, Laz, if he survives, could put a stop to this. They're already running.
There's so little time.
And there is no second chances here. Wall up in their faces. Flash doesn't connect here. Victor taking so much damage in the process towards the back of it. Damage is there. Spike drop down. And dead with the stun. Brutalized. Artist has to plan this one. 10 has to look down this angle. Still is being pressured and pushed off to the corner as well. Backing away. He's only got the Sheriff. It's all over the place. But there is that extension.
ZETA.
Was planted. Yep, only the one shot. No reloads inside. Tour de Force is there. Spots it out. Gets the reload. Finesse. Can't win it. Artist with a Tour de Force. 10. He's jumping around. He's making a mockery of it. But he's got so much more to do here. And against the Tour de Force, it would have to be a belter of a shot. He thinks he's pushed on the angle. Spike ticking. How do you win this one? Enough time waited. Artist actually off the angle here. The only way he wins it is by sticking it to half at this point. He's guessed incorrectly. Onto the corner, forcing it out wide. Jump spot, Artist. No, it's impeccable. It's impeccable. The way he's played it, yes, he hits the shot, but Artist left it with no chance, really. No chance at all.
Awesome round there called by Finesse. Bit of a masterclass round, if I do say so myself. I mean, that situation, they identify with the Trailblazer that 10 is holding with that Judge inside Lamps, and just give Artist the freedom to be able to work out B-long, and then reconnect back with him, and the trade-outs, despite a bit of a spray down from Depp inside Tube, the trade-outs are good on site. Look at the reaction, too, from Laz.
No reaction from Chet.
Yeah, Chet was a little concerned there for a moment.
Yeah.
Gak ada ekspresinya si Chet anjing.
I mean, so far the map is really living up to the weight.
And this is a heater of a game, and it feels like perhaps this is just the bias of being in the moment, but it feels like so much is going to end up being decided by this.
Yeah, I do think so. I mean, ZETA's map pick here. They lose it, it's brutal. You've got to think the chances of committing, this upset against NRG, getting that vengeance being long awaited. Just makes it so much
kita
more
boh.
It goes down dramatically, their chances, if they're not able to convert. But on the other side, NRG have certainly been pushed. They're going to go for the glass cannon operator here in order to close things out and win on bind.
And Artist has been more than consistent with it. I mean, look at him, top of the scoreboard.
Yeah, he's been very good.
He's been pulling off insane shots.
Bang buburnya sih gue udah bilang sih, mak gue udah kenyang, jangan dikasih datang lagi.
Look at the setup once more, ZETA. Grouped up. Looks like a fast take towards showers.
Some has not been challenging that particularly heavily. Just pop the smoke down and make note of the utility that's being used. Now they did go for the showers push during regulation quite a bit, but there's nobody to follow up on the Trailblazer from crashing.
Masuk angin cong,
actually not going to send that this time.
Sakit nanti.
They don't actually have many tools to be able to retake showers. So this might finally be ZETA being able to find a piece of map control that NRG can't respond to. 4 players though stacked
into short. They are stacked up. 10 really just leaving him as that late lurk player. He's worried about potential push from behind and that reflank.
Well, just judging by the spread on ZETA's attack here, It might be that top fragger, glass cannon operator artist. Ends up deciding things. No, the spike heading back over the mark
here. I mean, Victor is so far ahead of everything. This angle you just do not expect. He's got one satchel, potentially to get out. He's ahead of it still to the corner. Last shuts it right down. Finesse is here. Crosshair placement's not good at all. Yes, still he wrangles it with him and crashes. He's right into him. And this is it, surely. The turning point. ZETA are getting picked apart, peeled to pieces. TP. The rotation's 30 seconds left. It's 2 players versus the might of NRG. This is their playground. The util to choke them out, 15 seconds. 3 players waiting for them. It's just impossible for ZETA. The flash, there's the connection, but it's all sprayed down. And NRG gonna be leading that series.
Dodging a bullet on a map pick that's been historically excellent for them. NRG prevail. A series of rounds there that got them back into the game, and though ZETA made it tough, NRG certainly had to work for it. I think they can be happy about that one. Curveball being thrown at them with the neon rays composition. ZETA with a bit of a pocket pick, but refuses.
I know what's left as well in this series as well. A short break on the other side of things, the continuation of the series. Don't go anywhere.
Terima kasih sudah menonton, sudah kenyang, saatnya kita tidur. Di Jakarta nih guys mereka. Kenapa itu nggak pakai baju anjing?
Keep walking, keep walking. Okay, everybody.
Hello. Class block. What do you say to the Thai fans?
Kapong. I don't even know. Class teach me.
What?
What is kapong again?
Kapong nih, misalkan dari Jaksa.
Ini iklan buat di Jakarta waktu itu guys. Cepet dia ke Jakarta tapi cepet banget, cuma 1 hari gitu guys.
Aloy.
Aroy, gue tau Aroy guys. Jakarta cok tuh. Udah habis. Beneran Jung, habis kenyang langsung ngantuk lu, Cok. Mana ayam geprek? Oh, ayam geprek, Cok.
Dawai, you show us how to eat. Okay, with my hand, with your hand. Okay,ครับ.
Anjing also. I don't know how. I have to learn.
Anjing also.
Belajar makan pakai tangan anjing.
So when you picked up the rice, you have to do it like this. So you become like this. Yes. Using your hand, then like this. Malay style.
No. It's like in Thailand, we usually do it with sticky, right?
Sticky rice.
Yes, we do it usually. With sticky, right?
Okay.
But this rice is weird for us. I don't know.
Oh, it's sticky.
Yeah.
Malaysia is not sticky. So this one I find it sticky also. It's like, you know, in Thailand they have the mango sticky rice.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah. How to say in Thailand? I'm gonna try this.
ผมจะลอง
pisang goreng.
แต่ผมจะฮะ
Pisang goreng, Cok.
จะลองอันนี้
Pom jalong.
อันนี้ this is อันนี้ อันนี้ผมจะลองอันนี้อร่อยไหม
อร่อยครับ
Manobar The Sadness film zombie seru itu Sadness. Oke, kita lihat ya Bagas ya.
Im Leo. Ya, Im Leo. Im Leo ครับ Im Leo ครับครับผม Im Leo ครับผม Im Leo ครับครับผม
Lu kayak enak cok, pisang goreng cok. Tuh, di Jakarta mereka cok tuh. Mereka sibuk banget guys, sampai nggak tidurnya kurang.
Your view ครับ
Very good ครับ I got my luggage ครับ
Masih ada Papi Benkai guys. Ini awal tahun ya bang, iya deh kayaknya. Masih kurus banget gila, si Kela kayaknya agak gendutan deh guys.
Because I do the makeup in the China.
Di Thailand si siapa? Si Cigares kayaknya jadi ini banget guys ya. Jadi apa? Jadi siapa yang nggak mau ketemu dia, Cok? Ini Bang Windanya Thailand kali ya? Kayak semua orang teriak-teriak gitu kayak Pak kun kap kun gitu kali ya. Itu kali guys ya.
Say hi to your own vlog lah.
I'm so shy now.
Hello Josh. Hello class vlog.
How do I pause it?
Huh?
How to pause?
I don't want to pause. I just press here.
Wow. Vlog. Become a vlog. His own vlog. How do I?
Press the top.
How do you pause?
Press the top. Not pause lah. It's like cut the video lah. It's not really a pause.
Cannot pause.
No, cannot pause.
Let's go.
Ini mau record apa sih? Oh, main game gitu guys. Keren juga ya. Sub dia gede, emang gede. Thailand terkenal tau guys. Dia Thailand terkenal. Jadi kayak orang ngantuk anjir. Push Justin itu guys.
For your own vlog. What are you doing?
What?
What are you doing?
What I'm doing?
Why are you vlogging his own vlog? What is he doing?
I'm just an actor. I'm just an actor. กำลังทำอะไรสักอย่างที่
bahasanya keluar guys.
วงการบันเทิง
Bang Udut gawat anjay. Gila Bang Udut. Kembung tuh. Ini iklan UC benar coba lihat. Anjir niat banget bikin iklannya guys, ngeri juga ya. Iklannya gitu cok. JJ kaku banget JJ. JJ bingung ngapain. JJ belum satu.
Yeah, because I've been doing this, then I'm going to train for what? For spotting. I can do that. Say hi to the vlog, guys. I can do it them long.
The vlogger coming.
Legit.
Again?
ทุกคนครับ we have finished the
content today and I want to go home. Jugan kap, tukun kap, Fandi kap. Good night. Bye bye. Bye bye.
Udah habis ya? Ya habis coy ya. Belum. Udah pulang langsung anjing, mereka gitu doang guys, ke Jakarta coba bikin iklan doang. Kuat banget ya?
Random guy, you know. Maybe those like you want this one or this one? Then I was like, okay, this one. I think no people yet. Then he's like, oh no. And it's like he offered me some random car, you know.
Nafi nggak sabar, lo lagi ngamuk kemarin ya.
Sawadee kap. I don't know what else you want me to say. Sampai di mai. Kitingนะครับ Huh? Kitingนะครับ
Kiting. What was that?
Kiting, I miss you.
Miss you? Kitingนะครับ.
Draft ya? Belum cowok, aman cowok. Wow, ini lagi main ini guys, game Sesame Street guys.
Viper, but how wild would it be if they just decide
Ini sih kayak 2-0 feeling gue sih. Tadi ZETA kalau tadi ZETA harusnya menang. Karena kalah nih NRG, mapnya NRG nih bro.
They did end up making some kind of a change, but it's this chamber killjoy composition that ZETA's been playing with the normal initiators in the mix that I actually think could be solid against Harbor Viper if they stick to it. If you set up correctly with this chamber and you can get a sky flash to take a peek, take a risk through one of these pieces of smoke utility, it could be pretty good. But another thing Harbor Viper is good at shutting down is AWP players, and generally Laz's AWPing is such a key part of ZETA's success on this map. We saw Fnatic bully him out of short pretty much every single round, and I think that's one of the big reasons that ZETA struggled on defense.
Kira-kira bisa masuk utama salah satu tim Thailand nggak ya bang? Kayaknya sih bisa, cuman dia kayaknya nggak ngambil itu karena dia sebenarnya emang seorang streamer dan content creator, tapi masuk Paperrex itu adalah sebuah hal yang beda guys, feeling gue guys. Sebuah pengalaman berbeda dibandingkan lu cuma masuk tim yang isinya orang Thailand tim Thailand biasa, jadi kayaknya sih kurang gitu loh.
I'm kidding. Don't worry, guys. It's all going to be all right. But look, listen. This is going to be a tough game for ZETA. We're not going to sugarcoat it. That being said, though, NRG need to be playing their absolute best because if they aren't, ZETA will take advantage. Just send it back over to Brendan Sideshow as we get ready for map 2.
Let's get to it. Yeah, it's the double sentinel compositions.
Relationship goals.
Making
right
me
there.
giggle at the beginning, yeah.
Yeah, this is really interesting. If there was any team though that understands how to
Betul, dia masuk Paperrex bisa nyari pengalaman baru dari orang luar Thailand, soalnya bener banget. TGR sih kayak udah lumayan berumur juga deh, 23. Tapi tetap paling tua Davai berarti.
Look at how they're set up on the pistol round. We're just set for a clockwise rotation of Haven.
Yeah, essentially. I mean, when we get to see the gameplay, you guys can see it. It's a fully grouped up NRG over towards C. And they are ready for a heavy hit. Likewise for ZETA Division, fully grouped up, trying to take A lobby control. I think you've got to do that. You have a flood defense against the double
main dua sentinel guys, anjir mereka.
Flank and disrupt it. And here it is. Pistol round, flash to the corner. Just to clear it close. Laz, that is dangerous, man. You're not in your TP. Doesn't take the rendezvous.
Brutal.
TP-nya kenapa nggak dipakai?
Trying to make something happen, worried because the rest of ZETA are so far away.
And there is that fast
flank. Yeah. Now the reason that the flank is so
lebih tua
good
deh,
is
27 ya. Oh
because
iya benar.
the post plant is
Dia
going to be
TGR umur gua guys.
Finess's utility.
Beda 1 tahun sama
focus
gua.
towards spawn.
Trying to flip the map, maybe? I mean, it's a difficult comp to do so. Yeah, it's all just being contained, except not in garage depth. His job really is just to try and hold it back, but they've already flipped it for them, and they've taken spawn out of it here. Finesse with his back to all of it. Still 3 shots will finish off.
That's a big comms
IGL.
problem.
Yep, it is. 10 sticking halfway on, already onto the defuse. Victor from range. Needed to land that one. Sticking, Crow, surely you don't do it.
Pakainya itu lagi.
It's all Victor with the ghost. Couple of taps in the end, and that's a pistol round for NRG.
Nice idea by ZETA, and good try by Dead too, picking up 3 in the round. But NRG's composition is going to be extremely good in post plans.
Dep lagi panas padahal.
Some of the pros call this the kind of protect the president comp, where the idea is that you're just escorting the Viper onto sites, and then you're putting down the orb, you're putting down the snake bites, and it just makes it incredibly difficult to set retake in. And one of the other reasons that ZETA's comp, though, might have ways of playing around this is that they can be very free with where they're positioned. They're going to get passive information from Alarm Bot, from Turret, from the trademark too. So that means that you can free up your players to rotate much more quickly around the map, because you're not worried about people lurking on you.
It should help them, ideally with the flood defense, but
Gila Bulldog Phantom.
Now taking up the orb over towards C, see if they can get the ults online. I mean, Victor is 3 away now.
Sekarang tuh pistol penting banget tau guys. Lu menang pistol tuh lu bisa dapat bonus sekarang guys. Gua ngeliatnya sih sekarang tim pro player tuh ngincernya itu guys ya. Lu menang pistol, lu beli Vanda atau Phantom, lu ngincer sampai ke bonus menang juga guys. Lumayan 3 sampai 4 round berturut-turut menang. Mentalnya langsung boost, Cok.
A bit late in terms of denying. They're out into the open as a flash as well. It connects ever so slightly delayed. Laz will be able to do much more from this one with the plant down.
And look at this, the idea of trying to push back through a high tide and a cascade.
Gets slowed
and then you're taking decay damage, and you're also potentially taking vulnerable.
Nih, ini masih bisa menang nih, Cok. Dia pakai dua rifle ya tuh, Vandal sama Phantom ya.
Really difficult to
Victor ya.
pull off retakes. And ZETA don't have a big retake. They don't have Sova Breach, where you have tons of utility to be able to get back in. They need to be ready to fight as the plant goes down, as Finesse gets into sight. And now as they get weapons up, we'll get to see what this defense looks like from.
Elah, bisa lah ZETA yuk.
Much more spread.
Yang bonus harus dapat sih, nggak bisa kalau nggak dapat sih bahaya banget.
As has the rendezvous for safety up just behind him. He looks like he wants to try and take that line into short. There's a 5 ball in his face though. Plenty of bodies ready and waiting. NRG. Nesto for now holding this corner. So is Laz. Backing away, and they do have the setup for it. I mean, ZETA, they've got the right idea. There's a star laid down to try and help the players defending around A short.
No, tukang buburnya lewat, guys.
Towards A.
Nice from Laz, and Laz Trailblazer 2 getting info behind this Viper wall.
Does Victor expect this? I mean, nasty angle when you're on top of the box. That is also particularly nasty. Precise with that one, a jump spot punish.
Wah gila Laz bro. Gila Artis panas tuh, Artis lagi panas guys.
Laz, maybe a bit of a misstep. Wanted to just try and buy his time a little bit more closer towards it. NRG now getting that plant down. It's a situation you don't want to find yourself in. If you are ZETA Division trying to retake into this, look at it again.
Dia kena ninja gua guys.
Got past the orb though.
Udah kenyang sumpah, coba masuk gue beli lagi anjing. Ada nih kalian.
Yeah, and Heaven's being watched for. 10. Look at this angle. Som's just currently sitting at, just watching it. Anybody who pushes forwards, it's just yeah, crumbling.
Tuh kan, ini nih.
What a bonus
ini
from
nih,
NRG.
kalah nih.
Laz was the real danger player there, set up on that deep line down short.
You need to hold on to controller short there. I can understand why Laz didn't take the TP, but
I mean, to be honest, I think he was happy to duel against Artis again. That's just spam from everyone, but Artis swings through this smoke instantly to try and trade the fight. Super confident. Laz is thinking, yeah, I'm kind of posted. I'm here early enough to be able to take a duel like this and feel favored about it.
Yeah.
And Artis just swings and deletes him. 6-1 already in the map. The times where we've seen Artis play Jet here, I feel like it's his best map.
Big reveal here. Yeah. I mean,
he always pops off
fights. He is bobbing off.
Aduh, ini bahaya, Cok.
They spot a ton of bodies. NRG, Finesse making a call here to just lurk up towards A. Well, Laz, that's nice. Not claiming a second. Good exit strategy. Finesse. Arms out wide. Orb. Drop down. How does he play this one now?
Laz is calling over the reinforcements.
Yeah, it's definitely more time over. Oh my, headhunter!
Down A.
Few more bullets left to do some serious damage. That's a team flash, unfortunate.
Di flash teman sendiri, kocak.
There's a minute left to play with, and NRG, they do slow it down. So
Beli bang, buat ntar siang bubur ya. Jadi bukan jadi bubur lagi ntar siang dong.
Just to make sure that one of the sites is clear. Instead, actually, they're using Ardis as a bit of a lurk player. This is a weird strategy to go for when you're down players.
Got 2 smokes, he might be able to evade the trademark. Yeah. And he's pushed up behind them. He can hear the trademark. Okay. That's going to pull them all the way back, along with the spike as well, over towards the area.
Wow, that fake onto B has absolutely worked like a treat. What a play by called by Finesse. Just pulled everyone away from the A site, and Ardis walked in.
No one to defend. There's a deep stardo. Let it bloom. A chance to try and come through into it. It's played to perfection.
Apa sih?
Ardis. Oh yeah.
ZETA, gue udah beli makan, gue udah kenyang, gue mau lihat lu menang. Masa gue lihat lu kalah?
So, if I'm really being a critic, someone else should have got those kills. No, I'm kidding, but he's doing all right.
I mean, they dodged a rough situation there. Laz hit 2 beautiful shots with the headhunter to be able to put his team in a nice situation to win. And
that is lovely.
Finesse called a beautiful fake on the other side, using the fact that his Viper wall covers short and B to create pressure on both sides, combined that with a harbor wall from Som, and it really sold the B hit. ZETA were trying to full rotate. So come get this or come get these?
I mean, that greatly changes the reaction, I think, when you make it these, which I will not be repeating on broadcast. Or maybe I will. Depends if we have another tech pause. But
kita baik banget mau kelarin biar Bang Red tidur. Iya ya. Bisa begitu ya.
It's too early to tell. To be honest, I mean, what? They've played the pistol and the bonus.
Yeah.
And that's really it. Sure, round 4 felt like it was winnable, and it maybe feels like there's something going on there. But you gotta hope that the coaches identify something that's gonna be really useful.
Ini kayak satu tim bang, 10 orang kayak lagi scrim ya sih. Bajunya nggak ada warna lain apa mereka? Warna putih lagi bajunya.
That it becomes almost the standard, I think, on Haven.
Malam live kan manis live lah.
One of the things that annoyed me the most about watching Loud is that they weren't playing Haven with this composition, and they've just brought it back into the rotation. So, love to see that from the Americas teams. And it's going to put a real twist on things for squads like ZETA in Pacific.
It's hard as going with this. Judge, Blade Storm.
Straight into Laz with Chamber Ult.
Yep, tour de force here, holding this corner and the angle, but it's such a difficult shot to hit. Barely a timing here, and look at the util. Dep all the way through! Dep! No way! That's 4 that fall! Now's the time to go for the ace! Man. Insanity!
What?
And the ace! Holy!
It's over in a flash! This is over and done so quickly!
Yeah, that's my reaction. Bro, there's no way.
Dep is there just to support Laz in case something like that happens. It's a bait and switch kind of setup.
Itu yang kill keempatnya apa sih?
This is one of the fastest ace plays I've seen. That is crazy. That's like the final bullet as well. Oh my god.
That's one to fire ZETA up.
Yeah.
Itu kill keempatnya apaan, cok? Goib anjing.
And it would have been a cool play even had Dep not instantly aced. The idea being that Laz takes contact, TPs away, and it plays Dep in, you know, for a cheeky 2. With NRG not checking the corner, that's what they were hoping would happen. They got more than they even bargained for.
Both flashes used early by Crashies. He was just clearing towards C in mid, ensuring that it wasn't taken, but it didn't clear close to the corner 10. Crosshair placement's good though. Ardis.
Continues to be a demon on these entries.
He is.
He's 10 and 2. He's
Ardis gila banget, cok.
Apart from the prior round.
Footstep maybe? I'm sure, but Laz is playing.
Mati Laz nih, ada TP.
There's no way. Okay. Clearing the corner. Locked down. You have got to be joking, Laz. You've got to be joking.
Nice banget. Ardis yang nge-whiff, cok.
Evened it up. 4 versus 4, and it's locked down. Oh, Victor can't catch that rotation. It's thrown confusion into the mix.
Ya, A-nya main ditinggal aja, kocak. Mereka gampang banget kebet ya. Kita ya.
ZETA want to try and get into sights as quickly as possible, but there's nobody really here. It's only Dep. He spotted one.
Yep, spotted it now, and you really have to put a bit more of a defense.
That
missing.
Did not go where Finesse was
locked down. Earned inside the smoke, bit of spam. Dep Just really falling there. Crow towards the back. To pieces.
This
where the
round's
round's
done.
going. It is done. You can't play into this one.
It is just all wrapped up.
Win taken out the sails for Zeta Division.
Yeah, cheers from the crowd, but sensible option for Zeta, just trying to keep hold of whatever guns they have. You can, I mean, you can't even really do damage to the NRG economy. You just end up running into sight.
Yeah.
And you see that Zeta
Bantai gini anjing Zeta, Cok.
to be playing for these flood defenses.
They do.
They can't afford to play big set retakes like that. But when you leave A open, it then leaves you in a weird spot where Depp and Crow are just trying to run back in. You know, they just get spammed.
Yeah.
So Zeta are currently finding it very difficult to get the read on where Finesse is rotating the troops. They have the freedom, more so than most compositions, in terms of where they position themselves, because they've got all of that Sentinel utility to still give them info.
Liga Pasifik Zeta kayak gini yo, terlalu banyak rotate. Kayaknya sih iya sih, kayaknya ini kelemahannya Zeta deh. Dan si NRG tahu guys, dia tuh nonton nonton VOD-nya si Zeta bahwa siap Zeta main itu gampang banget rotate, terus dimanfaatin deh.
Play Laz into short. I think he needs a little bit more help if you are going to try and defend him there.
That's an unfortunate one. Dead falling. Though his position was known. He'd already been spotted up in heaven. Finesse has a decent eye.
Depp has an Odin.
Okay, that's a little interesting.
Thought he was going to go for a play at double doors. Not quite. He's going to look towards C.
That's a weird one.
Yeah. Sheer firepower to brute force it, maybe. Trailblazer spotting out the alarm bot now. We'll clear that one.
And they'll have spotted the fact that there's an Odin over there. I mean, he's already shot.
Ya harusnya ke B sih, feeling gue ke B sih guys. Ke garas lagi deh, hit garas kayaknya.
So this isn't going to deny too much information over towards A. He's got his trademark too, and Crow flashes to make sure no one's timed him down long. So now Laz can just be left watching A.
Crow
has the freedom to be able to rotate off and help 10, but 10 is currently getting pressure.
Way in with the Cove. Is that a lineup? Looking nice with it, honestly. Artist dashing up towards the
What?
top. And it's granted one. Not quite a freebie, still have to work
another,
for it.
It's another kind of pump
fake. Yeah, bait
fake.
and switch. There are players to meet them though, Zeta. They are here, and they are
Ya,
trying
kenapa
to
nggak di
strike
spray
back here with the Odin, the
terus?
crossfire. Sugar Zero, close to the corner now, avoiding it, but does not avoid the fire.
Lag banget Zeta, Cok.
Picking up the pieces out in the open, man.
NRG are catching Zeta off on so many of these angles.
Yeah.
Deb too, just, I mean, you know, going back and forth from the ADS takes so long on the Odin. He doesn't really have the time to be able to do that.
It's a bit weird.
And NRG are hitting the site. But these plays are so well constructed from NRG.
And how do you even win this? Nano Swarms. 3 players to clear and flush out. Laz, he's got the money. Make a go of this one. Turret takes first contact. Nano Swarms, deaded. It's just an impossibility.
Yeah, I don't think there's any timing.
Gila, Artis ngamuk, Cok.
But this is NRG domination.
14-3 Artis anjir.
1v3 there that seems unwinnable, and also having to try and call against Finesse on this map puts him in a similar level of a bind.
Enemy remaining.
Look at these fights. NRG just peeking you from expectation, like angles that you don't expect.
Artis is
Wangi banget nih si Artis, Cok.
as well. I mean,
he is
14-3.
I swear he always goes nuts on Haven playing Jet. This composition sets him up for so much success because you get free space with the Cascades and the Viper Walls.
Here it is, push forwards here. 10, he's earned his showstopper close to the corner here. This has to be cleared. They got to know it. What's he looking for here? Showstopper, Satchel up into the air. The dash
Ya,
back,
dia
no
nge-flash.
Artis.
Ya, di bait anjir. Nembak Jet mah sampai, Cok.
Completely avoided.
And now NRG leave again. You know, Zeta are worried they could still be all the way down short and down long, and NRG are just taking map control and playing with it so well. They're bamboozling Zeta. Still have 3 players over towards A, only now looking for a reclear towards short.
You know, witness the masterclass. That's what it feels like here. Seekers clearing the way. Safe path into the back of the site. Laz with the operator trying to retake. Shots are fired off, but nothing gained. Artis is unorthodox. The Viper's pit. I mean, this essentially should win it. It's going to take so much more. Into the corner here, Crow. Trailblazer, Artis forced to back away. He's out in the open. Taken out into the sky here, but still they have this Viper's pit to get through. They've used all their tools, really. The boom button, Trailblazer, spam into the corner. Som survives on 2 health. Flash around over the top, Laz.
Oh, tragic.
They thought he was being cheeky with it. Drop, though. Exchange still. They have so many tools to just push them away here. NRG, as long as they survive. And yet it ticks away any chance.
Gue udah ngantuk nih guys ya kalau mainnya agak-agak gini ya. Tolonglah.
Heartbreak for ZETA.
One of the things that I think NRG do at a world-class level, up there with the very best teams in the world, is mix in different tempos to their game. They'll hit you with a fast round, and it'll look exactly the same as if they're going for a fake, and exactly the same as if they're going for a slow round too. You know, their cascade that they use down A, you have no idea if they're going to instantly go into an A hit off the back of that. The round where Finesse was able to post up Ardis in short and then fake the B hit looked very, very similar to what they just did on B. And you only know once it's already too late and the plant's down. And at that point, this composition just does the rest, because Finesse's Viper utility is a nightmare to get through.
Yep, the Viper utility, Nano Swarms, the 4 positions being played, I mean. Yeah, collecting the signatures. But this is 7-1, last time out being used by ZETA, by the way, in the first half. I mean, not many rounds left towards it, but you really do have to salvage it here.
This first half seems almost signed and sealed already by NRG.
Yeah.
ZETA are going to have to come up with something enormous.
Kan belum sarapan bubur kayaknya sih ya sih guys.
I mean, the ankle's broken doesn't help. I mean, at the core, against this composition, we've already been, talking about it. You have to flood defense. You have to try and play to push them away so they can't even set up into post plants in the first place. But it's a 3-side map of Haven, and when Finesse is calling on it, he's obfuscating everything.
He certainly is. And on top of that, it really helps when Ardis is getting every first kill, it feels like. You know, that was a major problem when they played against Billy Billy. I said it before, I'll say it again. They were 2 and 8, Ardis and Victor combined on that second map on the attack side.
Grouped up. Plays to meet them. This looks like a full-on hit from NRG. That lineup as well is going to be going, I believe, towards the back of the site so nobody can flood in. Nano Swarm, Cascade, spamming. No kills.
No damage.
Yeah, no damage, in fact. All the way through with the dog, it catches, and Ardis seeks to claim, and lay claim too. They're in a side here.
Aduh, udah flash dia, coy. Sial banget dia.
It's desperation at this point with the Stinger. Vulnerable Dup, he has to swing into them, and he cannot do a bloody thing.
That 10 bisa apa,
Victor as well
cok?
spams onto Crow, who was trying to send in some level of flash to support. And Laz, IGL star player on Chamber, left wondering where it's going so wrong. NRG are ready for what ZETA are throwing at them. It's a nice idea from ZETA. I feel like that's one of the reasons why Depp even picked up an Odin in one of the prior rounds, is to try and spam if NRG are using the Cascade to take C long. And they just counter spam. And then the ZETA players can't do a thing.
Last feeling like he has to go for it.
There's 7.
No, you have to save, yeah. It's ticking. He hears the footsteps.
If he does save,
doesn't do anything, no.
No, if he does save, at least he has an op and can drop somebody else. These situations are gutting. And especially when you feel like you have the mechanical ability to win some of these.
Terebol.
You should go for it.
Yeah. There's a reason we were saying, ZETA Division potentially going to be looking back at that buy map when they're on map point.
Mantu gua, cok, sumpah, cok. Mainnya sih call-nya emang ngeselin parah, mirip Boster, IGL-nya encer otaknya iya. Walaupun dibalik aimnya yang udah nggak terlalu tajam, tapi dia punya sosok IGL-nya tuh gila banget, guys. Nge-call untuk pindah side, nge-call untuk rotate gila dia.
Once they find the comfort zone and find the rhythm, it is so difficult to push them out of it. That's the task that ZETA now have. Looks like 10 might want to get aggressive down mid.
Kau dengar aku terlambat bila suka. Cok, ngantuk gua sumpah, cok. Gimana nih, guys? Jam 7 I need to sleep, guys.
18 seconds into the round. 20, but they're trying to funnel players into 10, who's close up into mid. He's got the rest of his team here. They're hoping for a reaction from NRG.
But they're just not
Udah kenyang.
no quick reaction. Instead, NRG are just looking to try and retake the space that they just lost. ZETA are going to have to find a timing.
And, well, losing the fights out. It's traded by Depp here. Grouped up, Satchel's getting out of there. Laz is behind you. Crashes falls, and here's the instantaneous reaction. Ardis already deep onto the side. Sugar 0. Left to try and shut this one down. Up trap, drop down. No way. Sugar Zero thought it was all clear. Som's helping him out.
Nggak apa-apa lah, maafkan aku ya Zeta ya. Aku mendukung kamu, tapi kamu kenapa jadi begini mainnya Zeta?
Fast flank, but Finesse has got the angle. Moving forwards, wasn't quite favored. Damage done to either side here. Where's the kill? It's collected. All for the IGL. 8-1, about to be 9-1.
And ZETA are throwing everything they can at the wall here, trying to get something to stick, and it's just not working. Crow's in a spot where even if he jumps out on the ledge, he's got Som and Finesse waiting to gun him down. It's just another unwinnable 1v3 that ZETA find themselves looking towards. And this, probably the closest round they've had to be able to put one on the board in a long while. Laz found a really nice timing pass.
Bisa tidur bang, kalau Zeta mainnya kayak begitu bang. Ya bisa lah. Aku mah bisa ya guys, mau apa juga bisa guys. Ini udah ngantuk banget guys. Ini Zeta di pantai-pantai tapi kok ngantuk banget. Kamu dapet bang Erigo JKT48 yang emoji. Dapet. Habis makan babi jadi ngantuk Fa ya. Aduh gimana nih. Tapi gue belum tidur soalnya guys.
Especially for Laz, who we know already wears his heart on his sleeve.
Kelar mas ini ninja aja bang. Lah emang ngambil kelar mas ini nggak bukannya ninja, emang udah kelar deh. Kamu tahu udah lama wota sepuh, wota streamer tahu. Kalau aku merasa kalau aku kena pun ya udah. Apa-apa sih, gue nggak masalah juga guys. Intinya cuman sebenarnya namanya hidup itu guys, mau lagi ada apa-apa pasti banyak aja yang nggak suka gitu loh. Ada orang yang nggak suka misalnya untuk bubur diaduk, ada pasti kan sama.
Artist is looking to poke and prod towards B, and Laz is set up here with an interesting setup. Rendezvous manages to get him.
Gua pun juga mengakui kalau emang ada kenalan lebih gampang ngapa-ngapain ya guys.
Spotted.
Akhirnya nge-kill, syukuran.
Oh, he got punished.
Wah, gila Ardis, cok.
Cast the curse.
Down he goes.
Yeah, Crow.
Another 1v3 for Crow.
Just cannot be done. Surely, but you have to make a go of it here. Crossfire setup, it's impossible. It's just impossible.
He's got a flash.
Disheartening. Truly disheartening.
I mean, absolutely brutal for him. Everybody on NRG, everybody on ZETA, quiet, allowing Crow to play the clutch, but realizing that this game has completely slipped away from them.
This is it. At this point on the precipice, it's an elimination match. ZETA on the verge of going home.
And in the silence that's forced by these dreadful clutches towards the end of the round.
Wah, gila Ardis, cok. 3 headshot, cok.
And when Ardis is doing stuff like that to you, what's the answer? There simply isn't one unless you can stand up and shoot back.
Right now. He's a monster. Last round.
Tuh, lihat guys di ZETA guys, 13 kill, 5, 3, 2, 2.
We haven't seen the 13-1.
No, I mean, we haven't.
Ku dengar kalau kamu sudah tidak niat main. Ayo selesaikan, streamermu sudah ngantuk. Cepatlah tamati game yang tidak seru ini. Nohop sih guys, ini nohop cok, lihat cok di bantai-bantai cok. Kalah M juga guys di map ini guys.
Okay, reckoning.
Just running around with util out.
A chance for Crow.
Kalah M guys, sumpah kalah M
Just
nih.
a chance. Can't take it.
Kalah M, kalah strats.
And again, it's Laz.
Alamak udah fix deh cok.
Captain. This time you have to make a play into it, but you've got walls to get through, the lockdown to get through. It's an impossibility. It's just not possible. And yeah, he realized, I mean, even just like the entertainment here, he's like, okay, well, what can you do?
What's he gonna do?
That is sad. Yeah.
The last time that these two teams faced, it was heartbreak for ZETA, but in a very different way. A great run ended this time. looking down the barrel of the end of their entire year, not been able to replicate that same level of success they found at Reykjavik.
Gila, Cok.
What a deflating way for it to look to end. An 11-1/2, completely outplayed here.
Pure domination. Yeah, Finesse has just called an absolutely impeccable game on this half as well. Artist playing lights out on top of it. Absolutely incredible stuff. Let's send it down to the desk to break it down.
Thank you so much, fellas. Wow. NRG, absolute decimation on Haven. And we knew that Haven was going to be a strong map for NRG, but Sean, I'll be honest, I didn't think this strong, given what we were talking about leading into the series. I'm kind of stunned, honestly.
I think a lot of it is to do with FNS's calling, but you also obviously have to have a jet like Artist just taking all of the space with the cascades. Sideshow did a great job of pointing that out, actually. He was always trailing the cascades up long A. He was taking space on C, going up garage aggressively, going into B, doing kind of the Dirk updraft onto the box. So many entries.
And we've been waiting for the map where it's like, okay, this is the NRG we know, with a really good, consistent mid-rounding. Even when they're winning, they're coming up with new ideas. And I think this first half was clearly that.
Bisa, Cok. Ini Pisau pasti kalah, guys. 100%, guys. Taruhan sama gua.
Zeta just looked deflated.
Yeah, there was only one bright spot, and that, of course, takes us to our HyperX reflex moment. You got to give some flowers there to Depth. It was quite the moment there for him to be able to pull that off, but that's all they were able to get.
But your only round is an ace. I think that just speaks to the tragedy of this game right now for Zeta. They went on an incredible run in the Pacific LCQ. Most people didn't think that they would win that tournament. A big game over Secret. They come here, play some close matches, and then this game, where their only round is an ace. And I think that's a testament to just how well NRG is playing right now.
That's cocoknya roll Sentinel ya, bisa jadi, guys. Di depth dia lagi panas, guys. Emang gitu sih, tapi guys, Zeta itu tuh gitu, guys. Di saat si Tennya lagi turun, depthnya yang panas, sama lasnya panas. Di saat terkadang di depthnya turun, Tennya panas. Gitu, Cok, ganti-gantian dia tuh, nggak bisa 5-5-nya panas.
Zeta, they're going to need to pull off
PDG bang, iya mirip banget sih main
this game, or else NRG are moving on in this competition. Let's send it back over to your casters.
Yeah, we use the word miracle a lot as well, but I mean, it would have to be the case here. NRG are just on the cusp of it, man. 11-1.
Gila, Ardis, Cok, Ardis lihat 19-6 anjing.
I mean, the form that they're in.
12 round.
Yeah, they're looking
satu orang nge-kill berapa berarti, guys? Satu orang nge-kill 1 atau 2, guys, hampir 2.
After being upset by Billy. And then looking dodgy in map 1, and it going all the way to OT. They've absolutely dismantled Zeta here.
Reckon you although they're fast. Straight through B into A bit of a squeeze attempt. Are they going to go with it? No, actually going to go for the plant onto B, but taking control of the connector Laz. Definite potential here for them to get forward. They're waiting for that lurk.
Look at 10 though. 10 has blast packed all the way up into heaven.
How was this happening?
Right there. Som's heard something.
Yeah, he's heard it. He spotted it. Just seeking to contain.
This is a bizarre post-plant situation.
Very weird. Close together now. They want to take the fight to him. No way, man. It's right clicks. It shares the pistols. Wants to really sail them through. A tap onto it. Force out the pull, but 10. You know where he is. He's spotted out.
Sudah gue bilang.
NRG have never lost a match like this. We often see this core have slow starts in international tournaments, but they don't go out in groups that easily. A lot of naysayers after they lost to Billy, a lot of fraudulent accusations being levied online. And certainly with Bind, they were pushed. There were chances for Zeta to win that, many of them. But
udah ngantuk garis. Ayo dong, gue udah ngantuk nih, gue mata gue udah merem-merem nih. Salah pulang bang, pulang.
NRG looking like they've rebounded with fierce fashion.
Setting themselves up for the series win continuation. Zeta, the verge of going home. Much earlier than they perhaps wanted. Ardis, top of the box here. Returned with the fire. The shots are rattled, forcing the rotations from NRG. Flash over the top though. Good reload. They are grouped up and they're finding it difficult to get options here. Trailblazer spots it, so that is there. Now Crashes with the most to do, but at this angle, it could seriously cause some decimation. Well, Star's nice to set them back up onto it along with the Trailblazer. Doesn't get broken, so has to back away here. Fast up onto the angle, but look at this util. Immediately, high tide, cuts it
Ada
off.
2 tim di LCK panasnya champion turu bang. Kru sama ini ya berarti ya. Ing mata gue udah kayak nggak bisa untuk melek lagi guys. Wah anjing nggak dikasih main cok sama sekali cok.
Stars drop, this is it. This is the moment. It's a turning point. It's where NRG really just make their stand and lay claim to it.
Nice try.
Continuation in the tournament, they do not go lightly. ZETA still here, but Deb's the last one left. Jumping right click in his face, taking a fight to him.
Aduh
Picked up
cok.
the upgrade. 1 versus 1, him versus Victor. Victor, a chance to make it clean cut. Turret spotted out. Doesn't hit the shot, needs to stick the plant. Pressure mounting, and Victor delivers it. A final blow. And NRG,
13-1 nggak tuh guys anjing. Aduh. Zeta nice try ya Zeta ya. Semoga sehat selalu, banyak rezeki ya. Seperti Alpha banyak rezeki ya guys ya. Terima kasih teman-teman semua. Jangan lupa istirahat, tidur nyenyak. Seperti gua ini guys pengen tidur karena gua udah nggak kuat lagi menahan rasa kantuk ini ya guys. Alpha pasti mau kuliah. Teman-teman kita udahan dulu ya guys. Makasih banyak guys. Sampai jumpa di next live streaming. Rio Djaja signing out. Bye.